Hey everyone. Okay. I still love that music. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? This is Sai with your open panel on Fridays, here to discuss everything supernatural. But we're going to try to focus on the paranormal tonight. I highly doubt we'll make it through. I have with me Cursed Zero. How you doing, Cursed?
Don't look at me like that whenever you say that word. Hi, everybody.
So, how are you doing today?
You're funny. Who else is coming up here?
I can
What's going
answer
on here?
for him. I exist. He's going to say, I exist. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat series. Hey, how you doing? David, Kat, Cursed, hi. So if I've been busy today, I've been running around doing things, but this week I was watching some movies. I figure we touch base on some things of the Mandela effect. So,
Mr. Waters.
hey, how you doing, Jacob?
Go ahead.
So,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
yes, you did. Don't lie.
Yeah, I did. I completely meant to say hi to Mr. Waters. Yeah, but go ahead.
Hey, Jacob. You're more than welcome to come up. Anybody's welcome to come up as long as I know you or somebody can vouch for you. I rarely take chances, but I took a chance on Max last week and I was pleasantly surprised. So, anyway, so this Mandela effect with mirror, mirror on the wall or magic mirror on the wall. I know a lot of you out there are going to say, mirror, it's always been mirror, mirror on the wall. Well, now in the Disney Snow White older version from 1930, whatever, it is magic mirror on the wall. However, I did find, or I was watching a movie, I wasn't even looking for it. I was watching Disney this week. Don't make fun of me. But I was watching Disney this week and I found a movie where it's called The Descendants. It's basically the children of the princess and princesses and villains and musical, kind of like High School Musical ish. Not real bad if you have like younger kids or whatever. It's good to watch it, whatever. But in the first song of the movie, they start singing a song and they say, Mirror, mirror on the wall. So my thought of it is, why would Disney do that? If it was always Magic Mirror on the Wall, why wouldn't they use Magic Mirror in the song? They own the rights to both movies. So there's no reason why they would change it. I could understand if it was another company, production company, whatever you want to call it, using it, but it was actually Disney that was using it. Oh, we have a new guest. One second. Let me finish this real quick and then I'll let you on if you could hold on in a minute. So, anyway, like I was saying, why would they do that? There's no reason they would do that, really. They own the rights to both movies. But I just want to play this and then I'll let our other guest on. Hold on a second. You know, I don't know why I have such technical difficulties. Cursed, I'm sure you'll let me know at the end of this.
Mr. Waters. Mr. Waters, it's been a great day. They said we're not crazy anymore, but they didn't like do the bad stuff. They just said, "Hey, yo, you're right on these points, but we can't tell you if you're right on your other points yet." So guess what? Screw you, Mr. Waters. I sent you the 2 hour long video. You can be lectured at and figure out what I'm talking about because it's not just about those. So I'm waiting for Sai to decide what she wants to do because she's.
All right.
Are you using a computer for
Give me a
computer
minute.
things?
I am using the computer for computer things, but the computer for computer things does not like me. So that's why I typically don't use computer for computer things. Um, Kirst, I sent you. If I send you a link, can you share it? Because it just isn't working for me, dude.
Yeah, it's probably easier for somebody else to share screens than for you to share screens. I've noticed
Yeah, I
that
don't
as
know how.
well. Since the duck
Yeah,
changed the way that it looks, it's been weird.
yeah, it's been very difficult. Again, guest in the back, please hold on. I will get to you in a minute. I'm not ignoring you whatsoever because that's the wrong video. Let me remove that from the stage. And first, I put it in a private chat. Timestamp is uh, can you hear me? All right, let him do his
Yes.
what he's doing. Okay.
Okay, so where do we go? Do we just play it? Do we just let it play?
35 seconds is the timestamp. If you can
That's
get
when
it
they
close
say it?
together.
That's when they say it, or
That's
that's
when
when you
they
want
say
me
it.
to start?
That's when they say it.
Okay, well, I'll back up to 30 seconds, and now I'll share a screen.
All
This
right.
button, that button, and this button.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to
Okay.
mute here and go press play.
Yes.
Think I'm callous, low life hood. I feel so useless. Misunderstood.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Right. So you hear it, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. So if it was always magic mirror, I'm going to remove this curse, okay? If it was always magic mirror on the wall, then why would they have that song, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall? I don't know. I find it a little odd, but I guess make the judgment for yourself and see what you think. So let's bring up our guest. I think it's a guest we haven't had on before, actually. Hold on.
Hi, Golden Psychic. Nice to see you
Hey,
again.
good.
Mr.
How are
X
you?
from MD's channel.
Hi, Mr. X. How are you doing?
Good, good. I thought I'd hop on for a couple minutes because I have to get ready for work. I usually work overnights, but I just wanted to come on here and prove I'm not a troll. So in the future streams, when I can come on longer, I'd like to come on because I think, you're covering a lot of fascinating subjects, and I really enjoyed talking to you on MD's channel. So
I
I know you had
enjoy
a lot of,
talking to you too.
yeah.
Well, welcome. Cursed. This is Mr. X. Mr. X is cursed.
Yo,
Hey, nice to meet you, Kirst. Yeah, I mean, Mandela Effect is a great topic. We talked about that on our channel. The ones I can think of offhand are Sinbad playing a genie back in the 90s, and I guess it never
Mm,
happened. And also the James Bond movie where Jaws crashes the elevator or whatever it is he's on and sees that blonde woman, and everybody thinks she has braces, but she doesn't. Or even the Star Wars, Luke, I am your father. Those were a few. The Mandela Effect is real. It is
yeah, it
real.
is real.
I don't know
It
what
is.
would you say it is though exactly.
We don't know. We all have different theories. I've been around the Mandela effect for what,
Mhm.
cursed, about a decade now. We've both been around it. So
she's been
we have,
around it about a decade. I've been around it since '08, but yeah, go ahead.
okay. So it's been around for long enough, and nobody can prove where it comes from. There's no scientific proof of what's making it happen. So it's all theories, whether it's different timelines, different realities, CERN. Um, I think we, I come from Sagittarius. Other people come from Orion.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be different Earths, different. It's weird, and we don't. We all have guesses on what it is. I know it's something definitely supernatural. It's not
Well,
man-made.
like I don't know our ages here, but I'm guessing we were all around during 9/11.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm sure everybody here can remember what they were doing that day. Even though it was over 20 years ago, we can still remember what was going on that day. We can't remember what we did the day before, the day after, but we can definitely remember that incident. I also remember too when I was 10 years old when Reagan got shot. It's just like there's certain dates that we can remember the things we were doing that day, and I don't think that's by coincidence.
So the Reagan thing is a Mandela effect for me
Hmm.
because I remember Reagan getting shot around 84,
Yes.
and he actually got shot in 81.
Oh wow, yeah. No, yeah, it was 81. I remember that because I was 10 years old, and I remember couldn't have been 84 because I entered high school at that time. So,
Oh,
but I just remember
that's
what I was doing. I remember my mother calling me out and saying, "Hey, the president's been shot." I remember the whole details of the day.
yeah. There are some things like if we can remember things in our past, but they also have changed dates. Like they changed dates to when the Spanish flu broke out. They changed a lot of dates. Again, Reagan
Hmm.
for me got shot in 84, not 81. So there's different things. Nobody, and we all are kind of guessing on what's making it happen.
Yeah, it's
So
just like they want us to remember certain events. They don't want us to forget it. They want it to be ingrained in our heads. Like 9/11, I'm sure you remember what you were doing on the day of 9/11. I'm sure of it.
I do. And I so the two dates that you mentioned are kind of coincidental that you mentioned them because
Hmm.
I had my prophetic dream when Reagan got shot about 9/11.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes. So those two dates are big for me. And I was like, I dreamt it. But I wasn't, there was no way I was as young when Reagan got shot as 81. But that's what it is here. So we usually use the term here, there, before, when. What do you think about, was it magic mirror on the wall for you or mirror, mirror on the wall?
It was mirror mirror the way I remember it, mirror mirror, but obviously that wasn't the case. But that was my I was subject to those all those Mandela effects. I thought it was mirror mirror on the wall, and Sinbad. I thought Sinbad actually was the genie, and I thought that the same thing with Star Wars. So I was
Well,
fooled too by it.
Sinbad was the genie in the movie called Shazam, and
I heard that was a
um,
Mandela effect though. That never happened.
it did happen though. That's the whole point of it being. That is what a Mandela effect is. It happened, and then somehow it changed.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not that it didn't happen. Um, it happened. It's a thing. It's not a
Hmm.
whole bunch of people misremembering something.
Oh, okay. So it happened, but they were somehow able to alter it to change it. Whoever is in
Right.
charge or running it. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Hmm.
Yeah. So whatever happened to cause the Mandela effect changed these things. It's not a misremembering of these things
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So I
because you
did
can't have
remember it, but
millions of people remember the same thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Sinbad had a movie called Shazam. I owned the movie at one point in time on VHS, but just like a lot of people, when we went to DVD, I threw away my VHS. So, like, I don't have it anymore to prove it because it's been so old. Mirror, mirror on the wall. There's a lot of residue for that. Um, the other one is the apple. Was the apple red, black, or white? The poison apple. Here it was
It seems
white,
we have someone
but
knocking on the basement floor on the
who is it?
studio. Ricky, anything is possible.
Oh, Uncle Ricky. Okay. Hey, Ricky.
What's up? What's up?
I'm sorry.
How's everyone doing? That's okay.
Good.
No, you're good. You're talking and having a conversation. It's all right. I'm in no rush.
Ricky, this is Zero. Ricky, this is Mr. X. Mr. X and Zero, this is Ricky.
Nice to meet you, Ricky.
Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah. Oh, and Golden Psychic, I got it ready for work, but thank you for having me on. I'll be listening in the background for sure.
All
Uh,
right, sounds great. If you want to come on sometime, let me know.
I definitely will. I'll come back again, but thanks for
You have a
having me.
good night, man.
Thank you. Have a good night,
Yeah,
everyone.
take it easy, Mr. X.
Take it easy.
So, Ricky, what did you think of that mirror, mirror on the wall residue?
Yeah, I mean, truly, all the big ones, I really feel the same way. Like all of it, I remember. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Um, Richard Simmons with his headband. You got the cornucopia with all of it. It's all of it. I remember, and somehow like none of it makes sense that it's not real.
Yeah, I just think it's weird because why would Disney use something different that's in one movie in another movie when they're referencing the older movie? That doesn't make any sense to me.
They do that sometimes. Though, if you notice that, they mess. It's almost like they messing up.
Yeah.
And
Well, the other odd thing, Curse looked up and I looked up too, is when that movie was made was in 2015. The one I just showed, or Curse just showed on screen. Um, but
And I follow a lot of things, and I go right down to because I've been here since literally the beginning in my personal understanding. Because I found something before Berenstain became popular. So moving forward from that, yeah, that was about the year that it was noticed as Magic Mirror Mirror and Magic Mirror had changed. That's what she was getting to. We noticed that. I noticed, and I brought up that that was whenever it had changed because I've been keeping up with a lot of things all at the same time pertaining to what this is and how it's occurring and what's causing it to occur. And I look at changes, so to speak, to know whenever things have occurred to see and to basically have a proof that this isn't coincidental. This isn't like, oh, it's just one or two things. No, it's been happening for 15 years, so to speak.
oh, no doubt, it's been going on for a long time. Um, it seems like, tell me if I'm wrong though. It seems like since around 2012, to me, it's been around since like 2012 or so. With all that stuff going on, and with the CERN, it all kinds of uh, lines up with that. That's when I remember first seeing it.
It legitimately does. That's what I was talking about. A coincidence is it just doesn't happen one, two, three, four times. It happens consecutively, exactly every time. Something goes off this way, something goes off this way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Sai doesn't exactly like me talking about the science behind it because she's not much of a science person. But Arkham's Razor basically legitimately states it's some kind of block universe idea if you understand that concept.
why don't you explain
well,
that, Kurt?
yeah.
Everything
Make sure
everything
I'm right.
everything that can occur is occurring all at once. Everything that has occurred is still occurring. Everything that will occur is occurring. And it's all basically our scale of size is the only reason why we perceive time the way we do. Because on a universal scale, everything that could ever happen is happening, has happened, and will occur. And it's all happening at the same time, and it's one giant block of cheese, so to speak. If that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
I've heard that one of my guests that came on my show and stuff, Merlin, he actually was saying the same thing. Um,
And
so yeah,
honestly,
I've
what
heard it
was
before.
just disclosed today pretty much is that's how we view it, and that came out from the government today. But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I haven't had to get a chance to look through any of that stuff that got popped out today. I looked at a list, I glanced at it, and I sent it to a friend of mine because I asked him if he looked at it yet, and he's like, "No, not yet. Send me a link." I was like, "All right." So I'll send
Yeah,
him a link.
there was a 2 hour video of a lot more than extraplanetary crafts. That's what I'll
Mm.
state. A lot more than just that one subject.
Ricky would probably like to watch that video. It's kind of down his alley a little bit, cursed. If you want to post it in chat or anything or
Okay,
backstage.
I'll drop it in chat. I'll put it backstage so that those who want to grab it and watch it later, it is 2 hours,
Okay.
and I'm going to be completely honest with you. Be ready. It's going to knock your socks off. Within the first 5-10 minutes, you're going to hear things that you thought were true for your entire life, and find out now that it is true because quickly, conspiracy theory is information not released by the government. If this is a government entity speaking to you, therefore everything they state is no longer considered conspiracy theory. Makes sense, right?
Hmm.
So that's it in the back chat, and let me go drop it in.
Oh, yeah. So it's like cursed is. I think actually it's more of um like supernatural ish. There's entities messing around with us. The other theory I have
I'm
is
going to guess you can't see the back.
I can see the back.
Okay, so sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, I fixed that. Cursed. So, like I said, it was basically we moved from Sagittarius to Orion. So that's one thing. And the other thing is it could be some entities messing around with things too. So I have a couple of theories on what's making it happen. I don't float typically to the science spectrum of it.
And Sai knows that I think there's a set of people that cause this to go on. It's human technology, and it's human created, and it's caused by humans.
Hey, Michael Fontaine, how are you doing today? I hope the grandbaby's doing good. But yeah, I guess it's nice to hear different theories. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
It is. I mean, it's good to see different perspectives, and it's good to see like different um, skews. And everybody has a different skew on certain things, or even some other life lessons, or even whatever. You kind of have a different take on it just because of what you studied or your background or whatever. So it's good to see different ideas and stuff.
yeah, I think it's interesting, and it's two different perspectives. You have the science perspective, or you have more of the spiritual perspective. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
Everything is made out of frequency, lady. We can all agree with that statement. Everything is
yeah,
frequency. Everything vibrates.
but I think it's important that we have different perspectives on things, different opinions on things, and stuff, and share them, and can be able to share them and agree to disagree, and still be cool with each other.
That's the big thing. Is we can't. There's nobody in the world that that you're going to agree with every point of view they have. Like to do, there's something wrong. Truly, there's there's something wrong. There's one person in the world that you agree with everything completely across the board. Everything they say is there's something. There's issues there, I think, because we just have our own views and we have our own sides of everything. So
Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I just think the world is going kind of nuts with the can't talk to anyone that doesn't have the same opinion as you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, as you've seen, I don't try. I try not to be like that. uh,
Now, I
but
personally don't care if you agree with me or not. I seen the paperwork. I can give you the paperwork. That's how I look at it.
yeah, no, I mean I know like I've
I'd
been
rather
I
people
said
take the actual documents and come up with their personal conclusions of what they understand from it.
yeah. I was like I know I've had people fuss at me like, well, why do you have this person or why they're this type of person? I'm like, just because they just because they believe this and I mean I can't find truth and light or something out of it. Everybody has moments of truth and has inspirational things to say to everybody. But I know I have had people fuss at me like somebody when they're witchy or they're pagan or they're this. I'm like, man, who cares? Everybody. I don't mean I can't have a conversation with somebody. That's good.
I was called a witch earlier this week and I just started laughing because I'm far from it. So I was like, wow. Sometimes people draw conclusions from absolutely nothing,
They do.
you know. Hey, Kirst, I put a link in the back chat if you don't mind sharing. If you do, I can try it and see if the computer will do it. But I got some paranormal videos, compilations, and check out what's going on with the paranormal stuff. And have you had any experiences? Any bumps in the night type thing that you encountered, Ricky?
I'm going to guess you want me to look this up and screen share it. Okay.
Yeah, I've done numerous paranormal things happen to me over the years. Um, I've had where me and my daughter was sleeping on the couch, and I've had an entity stand beside me, an evil looking thing, and I was like, I was asleep, and I woke up, but and I was in the same place as I was, and I turned around, was looking around, and I was like, man, something ain't right. This is just something don't feel right. And I realized I'm still asleep. So I'd woke up to another level of the dream realm. And then finally I came back awake, but I was still sitting in my same chair as I was. And um and my daughter seen the same thing in her dreams and like this described it the same way as I did. It was the same entity tried to mess with both of us. And I've talked to some people and everything and they talked about, it was just it was trying to the entity was trying to feed off my fear, and I realized what was going on, got away before I could really do anything. But having that multi-level realm thing I had to go through, and then I've seen, um, so I never try anything. I don't try. I've done the flashlight thing and have somebody answer me with a flashlight before. Um, Because it came, I was at work and it came on out of nowhere. I heard a loud noise, and then me and another guy was sitting in the office, and there was a light flashlight pop up on all of a sudden, and we're like, we both looked at each other like, huh? And I'm like, well, let me try. And it just popped in my head, and I was like, hey, can you turn it off again? And it went boop and turned off. And we were at an asphalt plant, but we didn't have nothing on. We didn't have a piece of equipment on other than a computer sitting on the corner writing tickets for gravel because the loader man would jump up, crank up his loader, and load up some trucks. We were working overnight, and but we were both in the office just chilling, waiting on for like it better. It was like an hour and a half return and turn around or whatever. So we had plenty of time to chill. And and he we turned around and I was it turned on that flashlight came on. I asked it to turn itself off. And it turned itself off. And I said, well, hell, well, can you turn it back on? And it like, boop, it came right back on. And it was like, holy shit. I've only seen it on TV, but I had it happen in real life.
Wow. I haven't done any ghost hunting, so I don't need to. They just come to me anyway. I don't have to look for them. They find me.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't
that's
trying to
cool.
go hunt.
Oh, you weren't trying to? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just came on its own. Like I was just at work. It went bang and came on its own. And then I
Yeah.
started actually communicating, having a conversation with using the flashlight. Because I had been watching a bunch of ghost adventures and ghost hunter shows and stuff. So it was fresh in my brain or whatever, but it it did it on its own. It would come off and went back on and back off and on its own. I said it was nothing on the plant vibrating or running, so there's no way it could have like vibration turning on and off. It was nothing like that going on. So, but yeah, no, I don't go ghost hunting. No, I ain't trying to. They don't. I try not to bother them, and I'm hoping they don't bother me. But they still says hi every once in a while to let them know that I have gifts, I guess, or I'm sensitive, which I found out a while back. Like my mom was telling me, like, I think it's multi generational with our family. I think my great grandma was, and um, I know on her side for sure we had several several generations of sensitive on the paranormal, family members, and my mom was one too. Um, like she can sense when somebody like stuff going on, or like she knows when people um, passed away,
Mm.
or like and like when somebody call her and go before they can even answer, he's like, "Yeah, I know they're gone. Such is going, aren't they?" Like, yeah. Um, I got her to come on my show a few Sundays ago, and she was all worried about it. She's like, "Look, people, don't call me names, whatever." I was like, "Mama, there ain't nobody gonna call you names on here." I was like, "This is not this group. It's a pretty open-minded group, I have, and so she was able to open up about some of that stuff and everything.
Yeah, like I said, I've had many paranormal experiences. Curse, do you believe in the paranormal?
This is why your ghost boxes exist because they have proven that any sound that was created in an area can be re-accessed in the present.
Okay. So that's a yes. For those who didn't understand that, I'll interpret. It was a yes. All
You,
right.
you know those ghost boxes that tell you about spirits talking around you. This is why they exist. Scientifically proven, yes, entities exist. These type of entities exist that we're discussing. Your spirits, yeah, I know where I can lead them to where they need to go. Your ghost, I can make sure they're not trapped in their loop anymore. So I'm that kind of individual.
Okay. All right,
Like that
let me
guy
check.
with the ghost box. That he's sitting there and he does all them tombstone cleaning. That's some
Oh
creepy
yeah,
spot stuff.
I watched him several times. They talk back to him and thank him and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd be doing that, but it's nice that somebody's willing to, because I definitely wouldn't be.
Make sure you yell at me if you want me to pause this at any point in time. But if the Hulk is here, I'm not here. So as soon as you press play, say play, I'll press play.
All right. Well, let's take a look. Go ahead, press play, Kirst.
A father and a son were sitting in their living room, waiting for the mother of the family to come home, when something extremely unsettling happened. The little child, Bentley, started using some pots and pans as a drum kit, so the father, Walter, started recording. He wanted to send the video to his wife because he found it really cute, and no doubt it would end up on her Facebook page. Little did he know that something mental was about to be captured on camera.
Whoa!
Somehow, the door in the background opened itself, followed by the children's item in front of it collapsing. This made absolutely no sense because they were the only two people home at the time, which made it impossible for the event to happen without a paranormal presence. The family is currently in the process of purifying the home. Brian, a man living in Belgium, never gave
Pause
much
it.
thought to the idea of ghosts or paranormal.
What in the what?
Crazy, right? Like the kid's just banging on pots, enjoying himself. Door flies open. Toy
Okay,
goes.
I can explain why the door popped open, but I cannot explain why that toy flipped forward.
Yeah, that toy flipping forward is the icing on the cake right there. Absolutely.
See, I probably would have went and shut the door, put the toy back right, and say, "Don't do it again." But I think he panicked. I wonder if he grabbed the kid because it looked like he was
Yeah,
running.
that was my second fucking thought after he dropped the phone. Is he grabbing the kid? Is he going to pick up the phone again? But whenever he picks up the phone again, it seems like he's going to go grab a weapon now. And like, where's the kid?
Yeah, I think the first priority would have been to grab the kid, right? Ricky, what are
Yeah,
your
Grab
thoughts?
the kid, get out of the house.
I think that's what it seemed like. Like he dropped the phone to get the kid, but I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
And maybe he dropped the phone and you
I'm
get the
just
kid.
kid. I can make another
He
one.
bust out, oh well.
He was like, I can make another kid. Hell with it. I'm gone.
Right? He's like, peace, I'm out of here. You got to fend on your own. You're like 2 years old now. What's your problem? You can take care of this yourself. I don't know. I can't explain why that toy flipped over or the door. So why do you think the door opened, Kirsch?
Because doors around here, even though they're shut, just whenever you walk by them, or if there's a shift in the house, it'll pop open. Nobody can walk by sometimes, and the bathroom door will pop open, and you closed it all the way, and it'll just pop open by itself. So yeah, I've seen doors pop open by themselves for no reason at all, just. And it's because there's tension in the frame. It's slightly tighter than the door or something like that, so it'll pop open sometimes. But like I said, that toy flipping over, like the door,
family is currently in the process.
Toy flipping over, not how.
All right, let's see the next one. Let's see if he grabs the kid.
Purifying the home. Brian, a man living in.
Whoa! The kid's looking like, what the hell?
He went towards the kid, so I think he got the kid.
Okay, yes, I can officially confirm
Somehow,
he did grab the kid.
The door in the background opened itself.
How can I confirm that I grabbed a kid? The frame before he turns and spins, you can see both of the little pans on the ground, and the kid's not there. So he definitely grabbed the kid.
Okay, good. He grabbed
Good
the
dad.
So
Good dad.
he was a good daddy. Yeah, he's a good daddy then.
kid. All right, we'll go to the next one.
followed by the children's item in front of it collapsing. This made absolutely no sense because they were the only two people home at the time, which made it impossible for the event to happen without a paranormal presence. The family is currently in the process of purifying the home. Brian, a man living in Belgium, never gave much thought to the idea of ghosts or paranormal activity. Like many skeptics, he dismissed it all as nonsense, until something happened that changed his perspective entirely. For several days in a row, he noticed his window would open and close by itself, often with no wind and no one nearby. The bizarre occurrences left him increasingly anxious. Determined to uncover the cause, he set up a camera hoping to catch the supernatural event in action. While he didn't capture the window this time, he ended up filming something even more disturbing.
There are some weird noises coming through my window. The last few days my window's open by itself. I don't know what's the problem, so... Oh my god. My god.
Bro.
Oh my god, what the f***?
Ty, I want to back this up real quick.
All right. I love having you on, Kurt. I love it.
What's the problem? So...
It's time to move.
Oh my god. My god.
What do you see there? Because it's dark. I don't see it.
What's the problem? So...
Oh, my bad. I was muted that whole time. Holy crap.
Yeah,
But I saw something over... I saw something over here.
Yeah.
But I you know me, I see things. But I saw something over there on the on the right side of the window before he jumped over and said, "Holy crap, the case is moving. The DVD case is moving." I'm like, "Whoa, did you see that?" Okay, my bad. I'll stop tripping.
No. Ricky said he's moving. He said he'd be moving, packing up.
I don't know what's the problem, so... Oh my god. My god. Oh my god, what the f***? What the f***? Oh shit.
No.
From the corner of the room, one of the
No.
Yeah, it's like I saw something move in the reflection of the window.
Yeah.
Before he started tripping over the DVD case is what I'm trying to say.
Well, he got a tripod sitting right in the middle of the room, though. Like, they said he's trying to catch something, but that means he's got two cameras going, I guess.
Either that or he picked up the camera from the tripod. Could that be it?
It could be.
Like he had
I
it
don't see
sitting
no
on.
string. I don't see any string or anything going across there. Like, you know, it had somebody else dragging it. It don't look like there's.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Yeah, I look at the way it comes out to determine if it's attached to something because that'll be a dead giveaway. If it comes out flush, that's a good indicator that it's not legitimately attached to something. But if it comes out apart more than the rest, that means that there may be some foul play. Are you ready for me to push play?
Go ahead.
books resting neatly on the shelf began to slide forward, seemingly pushed by an unseen force, before crashing loudly to the floor. Brian was stunned. Thankfully, the camera recorded everything, otherwise no one would have believed what he saw. The unsettling footage quickly made its way online, sparking debate and fear in equal measure. At this point, it wouldn't be surprising if Brian starts ghost hunting very soon, because whatever's inside that house clearly isn't staying quiet. One evening, Stephen was upstairs, planning to surprise his wife by taking care of the laundry. But just as he reached for the basket, an eerie, loud thud echoed from the direction of the kitchen below. He froze for a moment, thinking of what to do. After about a minute of tense hesitation, curiosity and fear got the best of him, and he cautiously made his way downstairs to investigate. And what happened after that is really terrifying.
Oh my God, guys, I'm so scared right now. I just woke up and I went downstairs and all the cabinets are open, and I went to bed last night. These cabinets, they were closed. And I really think this poltergeist or spirit is really out to get me. But look, these cabinets, they were all closed last night when I went to bed. And I woke up, this is how they are. I'm really, really scared right now. Just want to shut all these.
Why isn't the microwave open?
Yeah, pause it for a second.
I figured
That's surprising.
Why isn't the microwave open?
I don't know. Why isn't, maybe they weren't hungry. I don't know. But it just it just seems weird. I don't trust like the whole look what happened after the fact, you know what I mean, on the YouTube videos and stuff like that. I kind of am like, I don't know if he could have opened the cabinets before he started filming. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you ready for play?
Go ahead.
I get it on camera so if something happens, at least it's documented. All right. I think I'm just going to go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
Oh, shit!
Wait,
Hold up.
Oh. Did I get it on camera?
He might have a poltergeist.
I figured I'd get it on camera so
I
if
want to
something
point
happens,
something out real quick.
at least it's documented.
Go ahead, pause it if you want to point something out.
I will.
All right.
Did I mute myself?
I think I'm just going to go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
Oh,
I think I'm just going to go outside and edit out downstairs and edit for a little while. Did you see the way there was a cut
I think I'm just going to go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
right there?
Yeah.
Just saying, there was a cut here. There was a cut. I want to point that out. If you don't know filmology, there was legitimately a cut in this thing. So I don't like this video.
Look at the pause though. Look at what it looks like right above the cabinet. It looks like there's something right there, like a face. And there's a chest right there, right in front of them doors. It looks like there's a effed up face, like a clown face almost looking dude. Or am I mind tripped in here? But it looks like there's a face in the cabinet right to your right on that mouse. Yup.
I think that's the stuff in the cabinet, but I thought you was talking about the way that the light was around the door there, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it could be something else, just the way it paused, just the timing of the pause. But yeah, I do see where it looks like it's kind of ironic. It looks like there's a cut, and he's just talking about editing at the same time.
I think I'm just going to go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
oh, shit!
You see how it just kind of goes directly from a white wall back to the kitchen?
Yeah, like it didn't span.
Exactly. You see how he slowly spanned? Like there should have been some kind of recap of the whole wall over there to the left of the camera view now. Like he just spanned across. There should have been a jump that way instead of an instantaneous, holy crap, we're back facing this way. Okay, everybody good? I'll press play.
You're good. Play.
Oh. I gotta upload this. I gotta upload this before anything happens. Nobody gets to see this. Ow. Okay. I think I broke my ankle.
At one
I'm
point,
clean.
plates, glasses, and metal utensils came crashing down from tightly shut cabinets as if tossed by an invisible force. Fearing for his safety, Stephen contacted his parents, who offered him refuge at their home. He stayed there for several weeks, still shaken by the supernatural activity.
I also want to point out what Ricky said about where he thought he saw a figure. That's exactly where the glass fell. So therefore, he could have edited whoever it was out that had dropped the glass.
Ah,
So I'll move forward now.
To this day, that was the last we heard of his encounter. In this scary video, a man named Trevor, newly divorced and living alone, found himself at the center of something truly unexplainable. It's worth mentioning that before this night, Trevor had never encountered anything even remotely resembling paranormal activity. His home was quiet, his life uneventful. But all of that changed during one frigid winter night, when something unnatural invaded his peaceful solitude. And what followed can only be described as a haunting.
yeah.
Unusual disturbances began to erupt throughout his house, with objects moving on their own and strange sounds echoing through empty rooms. Trevor, unsure how to react, rushed from one area to the next.
That door. That door.
And nobody in the bathroom, the tiny ass bathroom behind it. Like, there's no way you're hiding a human underneath that fucked up curtain that seems to be yanked off the rod.
No, there's no way. There's no way. That door, though, I could see like the banging and the stuff, and I was like, okay.
I couldn't see that mattress falling over by itself either. That mattress, something moved that fucking mattress.
You think something moved the mattress?
Something moved that mattress from the top to make it do that. I seen the top of it start to move before the bottom was even moving. But there's obviously no way you can get in or out of that little area over there without being recorded, because he showed you the two other corners of that room.
That door just freaked me out.
That's interesting.
Go ahead.
So that's interesting, though. I don't know.
Yeah, and just the small area is what got me. It's like, wow, that small of area. There's no way anybody can go out. I didn't see any cuts. It seemed like it was recorded on a phone, so you're not going to be able to much immediately anyway. So yeah, I'll press play if you're ready.
Go ahead.
Trying to make sense of the supernatural chaos. The more he tried to find answers, the more activity he seemed to trigger. Desperate, he shut off his camera, hoping that might end the eerie occurrences. But the presence lingered. In the end, the fear became unbearable, and Trevor fled his home for several hours just to feel safe. When he finally returned, everything was calm once again. No further ghostly signs. Now he believes, perhaps prays, that this terrifying encounter was a one-time experience. But in homes touched by the unexplained, nothing is ever guaranteed. In the dead of night, a staff member at a psychiatric asylum in Pakistan returned for his morning shift and began reviewing the previous night's CCTV footage, just like he always did. But on this particular morning, something chilling appeared on the monitor. 2 patients were seen lying motionless on the floor of the recreation room, despite no official record of them ever leaving their rooms. The mystery behind how they got there was unsettling enough, but what the camera captured next would leave even seasoned staff horrified. You'll want to pay very close attention to this. As the footage played, the staff members' eyes widened. 2 ghostly entities emerged near the patients, their movements unnatural, almost crawling or dragging as they crossed the room in eerie silence. And just as quickly as they appeared, the figures vanished without a trace. He replayed the clip over and over, trying to make sense of what he had seen. What were these apparitions? Why did they only appear when the patients were sprawled on the floor? No one has been able to explain it. But if you wish you creator
Pause.
to cacophony's theory.
What the hell was that?
Your AI lost its mind.
Anyway, it looks like a faint picture of a seal to me. So I don't really believe this one. I'm going to say no on this one because it really looked like a seal. Like they had taken, I don't know, a picture or something of a seal and dumped it into the video.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that it's tape recorded over too many times.
Yeah, it's bleeding. And what's that in the flying in the air? They didn't even say nothing about it.
Yeah, nobody mentioned the shit floating the fuck around. Everybody want to mention the 2 so-called shadow people and the white thing moving. Nobody mentioned the thing just zoop, zoop, zoop all around the camera view.
The white thing looks like a seal, though. That's all I could think of. Like they took a shadow of a seal and dumped it in somehow or something.
I wonder if your AI is going to start talking English again.
Let's see.
I wonder what was recorded on. Yeah, I wonder if it was recorded on VHS or something because he could have, like, if they're just recording over the same tape over and over again, it could have bled through.
Yeah, that's what kind of impression I'm getting from it. But yeah, most people won't know what the hell we're talking about now, let alone 5 years from now. But moving along, everybody, yes?
Sure. Good.
To cacophony's theory durdero. About this haunting event, drop it in the comments below. While many people haunted by paranormal encounters are left emotionally scarred for life, the child in this next video responded in a surprisingly composed way. Although visibly shaken at first, needing to briefly step outside to collect himself, he managed to keep his cool during a moment that would leave most adults frozen in fear. And if you think you'd have reacted the same way, just wait until you see what was actually caught on camera. Because chances are, you'd have run for your life.
Besitos. Bueno, hola jugadores, hoy estamos aquí en otro video. Como saben, yo soy Will Gamer. Estoy esperando a Brian Gamer en su casa. Mierda, se me dio la caja. Me estoy asustando. Puta madre. La pala ahora. La caja estaba más acá y la pala se cayó allá. Puta madre. Ahora espero que no se mueva la bicicleta. No, se mueve la bicicleta. No, se mueve. No, se mueve. La caja de vuelta.
No.
No.
You say pause?
Yeah, he's like, no. I'm like, no, too.
Oh, okay,
He's a
okay.
rat. He's a big ass rat in there.
Ricky bust out. It's a big ass rat.
It could be. He's the big ass rat. I don't
Me estoy
know.
asustando, en serio. La puerta. Vamos a cerrarla porque si no se va a enojar mucho Brian, Gamer. Vamos a dejarla ahí. Vamos a dejarla ahí. Puta madre. Aquí termina el video. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Y vamos a esperar a Brian. Adiós. Y cuando llegue le voy a contar. Bueno, ahora sí. Adiós. La lluvia.
What makes this ghost
Adios.
I didn't understand a damn word he said, but whenever he said adios twice at the end, that's the only thing I understood.
He walked right past the box. He could look inside of it. I wanted to see inside the box. I was hoping he was. I'm like, prove there was not a rat in it.
Yeah, he didn't seem too scared. I think if it was a real thing, he would have been scared. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't seem too scared. Maybe that happens a lot with, like Ricky said, the rats and stuff. So he didn't really seem like it bothered him at all.
Did anybody see the bicycle moving? Right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody saw the bicycle moving?
No.
Replay it. I'm curious now.
Hold on. All right. So whenever the camera flips back around, make sure you look at the front wheel of the bicycle.
No, se mueve la bicicleta. No, se mueve. No, se mueve. La caja de vuelta. No, se mueve. No, se mueve.
I'll even slow it down.
Looks like the wheel. Looks like the wheel is warping.
La bicicleta. No, se
It's
mueve.
turning to the right. Yep. it went to the
No.
right. I see it now.
Yeah, you
Yes.
seen it whenever I slowed it down.
Yeah, when you slowed
Yeah.
it down, you could see it.
You really saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Se mueve.
You said you wanted to try
La
to see the
caja de
box.
vuelta. No. Me estoy asustando, en serio. La puerta. Vamos a cerrarla porque... Me estoy asustando, en serio. La puerta. Vamos.
It's kind of the best picture I can get for inside the box.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not very good lighting, so you really can't.
It's hard to tell, but
Vamos a cerrarla porque si no se va a enojar mucho Brian,
No rental.
Gamer. Vamos
it's
a
still
dejarla
a
ahí.
hell. You know what I'm saying? So,
Vamos a
no.
dejarla. Puta madre. Aquí termina el video. Nos vemos en el próximo video.
Yeah,
Y
he's
vamos a
done.
esperar
He's
a
out of
Brian.
there.
Adiós.
Screw
Y
it.
cuando llegue le voy a contar. Bueno, ahora sí. Adiós. La lluvia.
What makes this ghost encounter so eerie is how calm he remained, even as his bicycle began to move on its own, and various objects tumbled off the shelves without any visible cause. After witnessing this burst of poltergeist activity, the boy exited the house, locked the door behind him, and rushed to his grandmother's place to call his parents. They were quick to reassure him that he'd made the right choice. And since his family already believed in the supernatural, they never doubted his story. Out of all the disturbing clips we've shared, this might just be the rare case with a peaceful ending. On the night of May 14th, 2025, a man named Robert took his usual late-night stroll near the forest, with his loyal dog Ollie by his side. It was a routine they both enjoyed, until this night turned into something out of a nightmare. Without warning, Ollie began barking wildly, staring deep into the dark trees. Alarmed by his dog's sudden panic, Robert decided to investigate the shadows beyond the trail. But what he encountered out there was something far more horrifying than he ever expected. Keep your eyes on this footage.
Ollie, what are you barking at? My dog was barking hard. Man, it's a full moon tonight, yo. Full moon tonight. I don't know what the hell he's barking at. I have no idea. What the hell is he barking at? What the hell is that? What the f is that? What the f is that, y'all?
From within the dense forest came a low, guttural growl, unnatural and chilling. And then, just beyond the brush, Robert spotted it, a towering figure with piercing red eyes, silently watching from the darkness. Frozen in terror, he grabbed Ollie and bolted back to safety, not daring to wait for a second look. Viewers were quick to point out that the eerie sound didn't match any known animal, and many now believe the figure could have been the legendary Mothman, a cryptid known for its glowing red eyes and ominous presence. What do you think? Could Robert have had a real-life encounter with something supernatural? After enduring a long, exhausting...
I heard two different sounds, and about the time I heard the first sound is whenever I noticed the red dots. I noticed the dots before he did, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I saw them dots real quick, but I'm kind of was surprised he didn't see him sooner. He reminded me what I did the other day when I seen that shadow figure break that stick, turn around and ran away.
The guy kind of did sound a little bit like you, Ricky.
Yeah. Like, nope, not today, baby.
He's like, let's go.
Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. All right. Do we have anything to say about Mothman, BDI, and woods that nobody should be walking in the middle of the night?
Always remember your lighter and hairspray.
It's got to be
anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Oh man, that Aquanet stuff, that stuff sticks to you. It just doesn't burn. It will stick to you, bro.
Yes.
Ow.
So spray Aquanet and light that fire, and you got a flamethrower right there. All right, go ahead, Kurt.
Shift. This man was booting up his PlayStation 5. But just as he pressed the power button, something strange happened. A sudden chill swept through the room, brushing past him like a cold breath. Instantly, a feeling of dread crept in. Nervous and unsure of what was happening, he pulled out his phone, opened the camera app, and began recording. What he caught is truly unsettling.
There you go. And I come back and something is say something, I'm giving up on you. But anywhere I would have followed you. That's my kid, dude. Don't. Serious. I mean, it's nothing. I gotta get that back up. Goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Almost immediately after hitting record, something deeply disturbing occurred. One of the framed photos on his wall began to sway on its own, completely untouched. But it wasn't just any photo. It was a picture of his children. This paranormal activity didn't feel random. It felt deliberate. It was as if the spirit had chosen that image for a reason, sending a terrifying message. The man, now in a panic, called his mother, who was watching the kids while he worked, but she never answered. Maybe she was just asleep and everything was fine. But with no further footage or updates, we're left in the dark. Whatever haunted that room may have left, or it may have followed. A Reddit user going by the name SL.
Didn't the other thing move on the other side of the wall too? Or was that just me?
Did what move where?
Like if you go back, keep going back. Not that far. But that
Something
thing
deeply disturbing occurred.
Right above
This
the
thing?
monitor.
This
Right
thing?
above, yeah.
Okay, I'll look for that moving.
One of the framed photos on his wall began to sway on its own, completely untouched. But it wasn't just any photo.
It might have been the resolution glitching, because I don't think I saw that move. I was looking for anything to move, and honestly, that picture was the last thing I thought moved, which was crazy.
Really? What did you think moved?
Like I said, I was looking for anything to move, and that picture was literally the last thing, because I already dismissed that. It was like it'll probably be something like on the TV. There'll be something on the monitor. The chair would move. Something on a desk would move. Something behind, like what you're saying, like this picture would move. No,
Yeah.
first thing that moves is that thing. It's like, wait a minute, I dismissed that as something moving.
Ricky, what do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty. It don't look like, when they come up to it, it didn't. There's no reason for it to swing as hard as it did. Like it was a wind or something like that kind of caught it. It wouldn't have. The thing almost turned sideways. Made me wonder. Like you said, he couldn't get hold of his mom. Maybe it was. I wonder in speculation. Maybe it was like, hey, you need to go check on your child. There's something going on. But there's total left field.
Well, he was also singing a song. With the words he was saying was a song. So that's weird too.
Yeah, it was kind of like a provocation, so to speak. But he said, "Say something, I'm giving up on you," and that exact moment was whenever something moved.
Yeah,
and it was the picture.
Yeah, hey, mess around. Don't mess with me. I got you, buddy.
Like, say something, I'm giving up on you, and all of a sudden the crap moves, and
Well, here's the answer.
Good, you can press play.
Or it may have followed. A Reddit user going by the name SL Veda uploaded a mysterious clip to the Ghost subreddit, and ever since, the community hasn't stopped talking about it. While the video comes with some detailed context, the footage itself speaks volumes. So before diving into the backstory, let's take a closer look at the clip that has viewers questioning whether something supernatural made its presence known. The Reddit post came with a chilling caption that provides insight into the footage. Quote, "My uncle lived with my parents and passed away in March. In the video, you'll see the door to the garage slowly open by itself, and then the light turns on. It's important to know, the light isn't motion activated. Nothing like this has ever happened in their home. Until now. Normally, I wouldn't think twice about a door creaking open, but the light switching on gave me chills. When I watched it with sound, I swear I could hear faint movement. His birthday was just this past Sunday, and my mom's was the day after, on the 25th. They always used to celebrate together. The timing. It's really hitting me. My mom kept his dog and left his room untouched, just as he left it. I can't help but feel like he came back home. Maybe I'm just being hopeful, but the video didn't feel scary. It felt peaceful. End quote. Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or not, it's difficult to dismiss the emotional weight of this encounter. The untouched room, the shared birthdays, the unexplained light. It feels less like a haunting and more like a final visit. A spiritual return that carries not fear, but comfort. Could this be a loved one reaching across from beyond? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. A woman named Stephanie McKee recently uploaded a spine-chilling video to TikTok that's been sending shivers down viewers' spines. The footage, captured by her home's outdoor security camera, starts off deceptively peaceful, just another quiet night outside her house. But within seconds, an eerie presence disrupts the calm, and what the camera records next is enough to leave anyone feeling deeply unsettled. A translucent, ghost-like figure drifting across the frame, its form strangely human, yet not fully there. It glides silently before vanishing without a trace. Stephanie explained that the moment her family saw the video, they were all disturbed by what they had just witnessed. She also shared a strange detail. When they moved into the rental home, they discovered small crystals placed above every doorway. Though they didn't know why, they chose to leave them in place. After this haunting footage, Stephanie believes that might have been a protective gesture by whoever lived there before. The figure's semi-transparent shape, floating movement, and sudden disappearance don't feel natural. Many viewers believe this may be a genuine ghost caught on surveillance, evidence of lingering spirits making themselves known. Skeptics have tossed around other theories. Some claim it could be a person walking by, distorted by poor lighting or camera blur. Others suggest common causes like bugs near the lens, digital glitches, or infrared reflection artifacts. But none of those explanations fully account for the way the figure moves or disappears. If it were CGI, the blend is seamless and disturbingly convincing. Nothing in the footage screams fake. So what's your take? Was this a real ghost caught on camera?
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
not
go for a cigarette.
okay. So that's not moving like a bug or a fly.
No, it's got a walk like it's a human walk, or used to be human walk.
Yeah, that's not a bug. That's not a fly at all. That is either human or a ghost. But the thing is that they said that somebody put crystals like in the entryways and stuff like that. I definitely think that was a protective gesture. Definitely. That was someone saying, "Don't come in this house. Stay out there." I wonder if like somebody had like the previous owners, where they said it was a rental. Maybe they would have called the landlord and been like, are these crystals just for decoration? Would you have asked? Would you have asked? Like, is this just for decoration or?
Yeah, it'd be something else. It looks like it's backed up to a field, real big field and stuff. So maybe way out in the country, or I wonder where was that? Like what was near it, or what was possibly. But
Like
it sure looks like something walking though.
it does look like something walking, and it does look like it disappeared.
Kind of fades. It phases out there at the end. Kind of fizzles.
Yeah, like it faded out. But
Mm.
the other thing too of it is that I don't know. There's crystals. I think they mean something. Like people don't usually just put stuff in their doorway like that unless they're looking for some type of protection or like for example, it's Italian tradition is to put a bag of salt and a pair of scissors to ward evil spirits or anybody who is like against you or trying to do you wrong to from entering into your house. I think that might be the crystal thing might be along those lines. You know what I mean? Like a
Mm.
ritual to keep shit out. Have you heard of that before?
I've heard you're trying to use certain crystals and certain things to keep evil spirits away. So this could be a possibility. It makes sense. Maybe there's some kind of. I want to say I'm wondering where it's at and everything. I wonder what's near it. I mean, it could be. You never know. It could be like a burial ground or something like that was close by, or that.
I didn't even think of that. It could have been a burial ground. You're right.
A lot of houses were built on and had lots of activity after they did. A lot of the mountains got destroyed and, um, from the Mississippians and stuff. So it very well could be something like that. Just it could be. I mean, it could be an entity. It could be you know, um, just a residual. Somebody used to just walk the property. And maybe there still are. Uh,
So like residual energy kind of deal.
yeah, yeah. Like my mom was telling like my grandfather, he did. She heard him. I sound like him going like he always in the early morning go into the kitchen and he'd open the fridge and like we used to have a dog. Um, he was spoiled rotten, but he had his own crisper in the bottom of the fridge that had hot dogs and bologna and all kinds of stuff. That was Trenton's stuff. You weren't supposed to eat it. That was Trenton's food. And and she heard somebody in there. And nobody else. Like I think my dad was there, but he was in the room with her. And heard him kind of go across there. When then heard the noises the same, like sound like it always. Rushing around in the kitchen, open the fridge, open up the can door like he's like getting his coffee cup, and doing the same thing he always does. So it's kind of like that residual energy just sitting there.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier, where that's how the ghost box works. They pick up on energy that is there. And this is more digital because we know that surveillance footage isn't saved on VCR tapes or anything like that. And yeah, that's legitimately what I would put down here. Somebody walked that route enough that eventually it'll be seen again through info technology.
hmm I think so.
You ready to press play, Si? The side note that she's muted.
No, so I did not know she was muted. Thank you. So I did not know she was muted. I was like, why isn't he playing it yet? Go ahead.
Okay, I'll push play now.
Okay.
Or just a product of eerie coincidence and low light distortion? Drop your theories in the comments below. Sammy is experiencing paranormal activity since 2 years. Bizarre and unexplained phenomena started manifesting around her. At first, she didn't react much. Despite the ghostly disturbances that followed her from place to place, none of them seemed threatening. So, Sammy chose to ignore it, believing the entity was more of a harmless presence than a danger. But the footage you're about to witness captures a moment where Sammy decided to run a small experiment, just to see if the spirit was truly aware of her. What she captured was beyond chilling.
Can you move that? No. Can you move that again, please? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What? Can you do that again? Can you do it again? Oh my god. Oh.
To her disbelief, the ghost actually moved the bottle, on command. This supernatural response made her question everything. Could this entity be something protective? Because the haunting had never escalated into anything violent, and the spirit seemed to react to her voice. Sammy began to believe it might be a benevolent force, perhaps even trying to communicate. With this in mind, she chose not to push it away, at least for now. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future paranormal encounters featuring Sammy. Her ghost story is far from over. This chilling video comes from a TikTok user named Megan Jamarco, who shared a true...
I'm not too keen on that one.
Why? What's your theory?
I don't know. That one's a little. That one just feels off to me. If that makes any sense, I have an off sensation. Like, I don't know. Like, I expected something beyond just tip over the bottle.
I think it took too long for it to tip it over all the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seemed, I think I'm kind of feeling like that too, Curse, that it's too on commandish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just tip it over.
Yeah.
But I didn't see any strings or anything. Did you guys see anything? Like,
I didn't notice any strings or anything like that, but it's
Did it
like
move
Dave
more than
Schrader
one
said.
direction?
It seemed like it was pulling back towards her, though. I could be wrong, but it seemed like it was just coming back towards her. Like it leaned
I kind
a
of want
little
to back
bit. Yeah, play it again. But I was gonna say that's why Dave Schrader said
Again?
do not
No.
paranormal hunt in your house.
Decided to run a
You don't
small...
want to find.
Can you move that?
was beyond...
yeah, I think you're right, Ricky. I think like it's just something is off with that.
We'll play it again. Okay, guys.
All right, play it again.
beyond chilling.
Can you move that? No. Can you move that again, please? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It's the exact same motion. It's okay.
What? Can you do that again? Can you do it again?
Like, it's not a dog lady. How many times?
To her
It
disbelief,
goes like,
the
fuck this
ghost
bottle of water. I'm tired of this.
Right? Like, fuck this bottle of water. No more. Yes,
I don't know. I don't know. I just have an off feeling about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I agree with you both on this one. All right, next. We'll just let it play.
Paranormal encounters featuring Sammy. Her ghost story is far from over. This chilling video comes from a TikTok user named Megan Jamarco, who shared a truly unsettling experience while house sitting for a friend. Bored and alone, Megan decided to relax with a movie. But just as she was getting comfortable, she began to hear strange, unexplained noises echoing through the house. Feeling uneasy, she grabbed her phone and started recording, just in case something wasn't right. What she captured on camera left her completely shaken. Out of the silence, a faint but clearly audible voice whispers, "Any way I can make you more comfortable?" At first, Megan assumed it must have been part of the movie's dialogue, but after rewinding the scene multiple times, she confirmed the voice wasn't coming from the film at all. The sound was real, and it came from inside the house. That realization turned a boring night into something straight out of a ghost story. And if that wasn't disturbing enough, viewers pointed out something even more chilling. At one point, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen reflected on the screen, moving past the TV with no one visibly there. To this day, Megan has no idea who or what was in the house with her. Some say it could have been a friendly spirit, especially considering it asked if it could make her feel more comfortable. If that's the case, at least it seemed polite. But ghost or not, it's hard to shake the feeling that something else was watching that movie with her. A man named Julian went on vacation to a Swiss village called Caripio.
Oh, yeah, could that have been
Okay,
AI?
that one was just wicked.
So you think that one was real?
That was just wicked.
I think it could have been AI. Like, you know how people hack, or not AI, but you know how people hack into like the smart shit? Could it have been that?
Oh, so where would have the voice have come from, Sai, if it didn't come from the TV?
Well, I don't know. If she's babysitting, is there a baby monitor? You know what I'm saying?
They say that she was alone in the house, didn't they?
I thought it said when she was babysitting.
I wonder. I've heard of people doing baby monitors and swapping them accidentally.
Well, when I used to babysit when I was a teenager, you can pick up phone frequencies on baby monitors because there have been several times where like other people's phone conversations have come through on baby monitors. But that was back in like the 90s. I don't
Yeah,
know if
back in the day, there used to be. I remember once or twice there was a whole nother conversation going on. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Can you hear them? Yeah, I can hear them. Do you think they can hear us? It don't seem like they can hear us.
Walkie-talkies will do that too. They'll pick up other conversations.
so. I'm thinking it's either somebody hacked into something or it's a frequency. What do you guys think?
I mean, all old school technology can be manipulated in the way that you're stating. That's obvious.
However, if it wasn't coming from a device, like you asked, where is it coming from then?
Exactly. Like, and she stated it just came from inside the house.
Like, how can I make you more comfortable? That's creepy. That's creepy on a lot of different levels. Ricky, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, really. He's trying to take her out on a dinner date. Hell.
The ghost trying to date her. Like, hey, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Are you ready?
Good.
A man named Julian went on vacation to a Swiss village called Caripio. While there, he decided to visit a quaint little cafe. Oddly, when he stepped inside, it was completely deserted. No baristas, no guests, not even a sign of recent activity. Still, Julian shrugged it off, wiped off a chair, and set up his laptop. Hours passed, and no one came in. It was unsettling, but he rationalized it. Only 25 locals lived there, not counting the occasional tourists. But the silence continued the next day, and the next. By day 4, Julian's curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to explore the place a bit more. That's when things took a darker turn. While scanning the cafe's second-floor balcony from outside, Julian suddenly saw a chair slowly slide backward, by itself. His heart dropped. Panicking, he stumbled a few steps before turning and sprinting away without looking back. He hurried back to his room, threw everything into his suitcase, and left Caripio just as quietly as he had arrived. The following morning, still shaken, he told his local tour guide what had happened. She chuckled and simply replied, "That's just the old owner." He died years ago, but his ghost never left. He's the one who runs the place now. The Mai prefecture in Japan is infamous for its
The tourist guide even bust out. That's just the old owner. He lives here.
No big deal.
Just casual.
I kind of believe that one. I'm thinking, yeah, that was a real thing. That happened. The way the chair moved.
Yeah, if the chair would have came at him, that meant the owner was angry at him. So the owner just said, "Thank you for not destroying anything."
Thank you for
this chair's supposed to be over here, not there. Put in the wrong damn spot. Asshole.
Like, yeah. I think that actually happened. I don't think that was faked in any way.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Because if it was pulled by like a string or something,
it wouldn't have came so evenly, like I've said before.
Yeah, when it came so evenly.
That's how come that water bottle had me like, I don't like this one.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to hear about what happened in Japan. Because there's a lot of crazy shit in Japan sometimes.
I know. Let's check out.
Chilling ghost tales and eerie abandoned sites. Among the most terrifying is the Sugiya Hotel, once a thriving tourist destination, and now considered one of the most haunted places in the region. As Japan's oldest hotel in the area, it holds a deep history tied to countless paranormal stories. Two ghost hunters, Hiro and Tomo from the popular Japanese ghost hunting channel Omagatoki Film chose to explore the Sugiya Hotel after hearing unsettling reports of supernatural activity. Just minutes after stepping inside, strange and unexplainable sounds echoed through the building. Despite the rising tension, they pressed on, though noticeably more cautious. Eventually, they discovered a narrow staircase leading to the dilapidated upper-level guest rooms. It's here that T-san decides to venture off alone and ends up capturing something terrifying. In the footage, a dark, shadowy figure appears just beyond the stairwell. T-san doesn't spot it at first, but he later describes feeling an intense sensation, like invisible eyes locked onto him. When he and Hiro reviewed the clip together, T-san immediately recognized the figure as the same ghostly shape he glimpsed earlier in one of the crumbling rooms. Could this ominous entity be one of the restless spirits still haunting the ruins of the old Sugiya Hotel? Some believe it is, and this video might be the strongest evidence yet.
Okay. Well, I didn't find that one, like that particular story, so to speak. Like, I don't know. I wasn't into
It's pretty plain, but it's like, take it for what it is. This is face value. That's how the Japanese are. This is face value. Take it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see anything. Did you guys see anything?
Well, on the other side, there was, in the top right corner, there was a head poking out, like nose to forehead. You get my point? That's what they were showing in the other side, that they didn't directly mention anything about. But it stayed there for a while. Then it looked like it slowly went to go drift away. And then it decided to stay for another moment. And then it ducked back in, so to speak.
Kirst, do you feel like doing another one? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't realize I muted myself. I'm going to head outside.
Okay. I'll
You
try to
good?
play one. Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Yep, yep. All right, y'all.
Good meeting you,
Trips.
Chris.
Yep, yep. Trips, man.
Talk to you later, Curse. Thanks. And then there was two. I'll try to pull this one up. Sometimes this likes to work and sometimes this doesn't.
Eliminate. I was curious. I was using my Google Translate to see what I was going back and looking, like seeing what the Japanese words, because they're stopping and they put something.
Yeah, that's what Geek was saying, that he wasn't familiar with the wording. He's new to learning Japanese. There is someone in the back, but I can't see who you are. So if you identify yourself in private chat.
David, aka Logan Freeman.
Oh, it's David. Damn, boy, you got to tell me. You know to hit me up in private. Anyway.
Well,
Hey, David.
how are you doing?
What happened to Pikachu? It's Pikachu.
I
You know what? I'm so used to
Pikachu left. That's C3PO's golden calf. That's the one everybody noticed. So that's a cup, a Burger King cup from like 1983. I remember those, like 1984, 1985. And it's when he was sitting with all the Ewoks. And I guess that's a scene that a lot of people noticed, the silver calf. So that's an all gold C3PO.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Oh, cool.
residue. I mean, I have probably about 20 different pictures of residue that, I found either physically or on Marketplace, but that's one of them. There's a lot of C3POs that are still all gold. How you doing, man?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm dealing with some crap, but I'm not going to get into that.
I think it's the season right now. There's like a lot of people are dealing with a lot of relationship shit and just other crap all at one time.
Well, I think people have kind of lost their way in what relationships are these days. That's just my opinion. It's just my thought.
Yeah, it's a little, the stuff out here is a little weird lately. So
I met a guy today who was in his 30s. He was 31, so he's one of the last generations to have a childhood where you could run around the neighborhood and still be safe from anybody trying to do stupid crap. And I'm in a small town in Indiana, and he told me a story like this recently happened. He has kids and he's divorced from another chick, and he's here in this neighborhood in this real small town in Indiana that used to be pretty chill, pretty safe. You could go out and play in the neighborhood. And this is recent, so this is in the last couple of years, but his kids were playing outside with a fenced in yard, and this dude came around and tried to jump the fence, and harass his kids. So we're not living in the same world. It's nuts to me. I think it's sad. I mean, these are real stories. These are real stories with real parents, with real people that I meet every day. And I think it's really sad, the state of what we are living in, because it's I don't even know why people would do that. We grew up I'm 45. We grew up in a time where we could run the neighborhoods until the lights came on. And it's not possible anymore. And
no, it's sad.
It is, man. I'm in a small town that I know was like that 20, 30 years ago. or even 15 years ago. And now it's not. I know this town. I didn't hang out here. I wasn't here very often as a kid. We'd drive past it, you know, could go out to a lake house way out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this is not a very large town. I can walk through the entire town in a couple hours and get back onto the highway. You know, it's a very small town, and that's what people's lives are now. They can't even let their kids out in the backyard without some dumb shit trying to mess with their kids. And it's like, how do we get here? You know, I'm not trying to be a downer on your stream side, but it's recent. It just happened today. I talked to this dude about this, you know. So it's real shit.
Yeah,
You know?
but we know times have changed, and it's definitely different, and society's different and stuff like that. And it's hard to understand why things are going on the way they are. I think if we stick together, especially like us who know of a different time or a different earth that we're on, different society that we once belonged to, we'll be able to help each other through it.
I think there's got to be a point.
Make sense?
And well, yeah, but I think there's got to be a point that humanity decides to change it, because it's us, it's humanity, it's humankind that has to decide. It's you know,
I agree.
there has to be a crescendo where humanity says enough, and we start uniting within little neighborhoods. We start uniting again. The cops that always deal with it. I mean, it used to be the neighborhoods protected each other. You know what I mean? We'd watch out for one another. And
yeah, I understand.
I mean, I grew up in a pretty wealthy area.
I know I was raised in that day and age too. You know,
what's that?
I was raised in that day and age as well.
Right.
So I know how it used to be. And it is disturbing when you see it and hear about it and stuff like that. And I do think we can unite and change it. I think it's kind of like you got to get down to the bottom first. And I don't think we've hit that quite yet. It may feel it for a lot of us, but I don't think we yet.
Right.
And then we work our way back. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, when it comes time where the whole of society is like, okay, this is tiresome, because I can tell you it's tiresome. I was watching a show where they were talking about, you know, people don't talk to each other anymore. And, you know, either it's their social or political beliefs that keep them from talking to someone that has the opposite social and political beliefs as they do, or even religious beliefs. But it never was like that before. But it's when people get tired of that, when people get tired of the isolation.
Well, I call it like a polarization, because I saw it over time with people I even knew. You know, like I knew people in religious faiths in 2018. None of them are in my life. Like, because they thought I was not doing it in the way that I should be doing it. And so they were like, you can be my neighbor. And it's like that kind of thinking was how we got here. is when you go, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it my way. So now I can't talk to you. And that's how we got here. I've heard stories. There's a story of you get a bunch of religious thinking people in a room, and all you'll have is arguments and people walking away angry. But if you get around people who have spiritual understanding, you won't hear they'll be in honor and respect of one another, and there won't be as much conversation, because people will be able to honor and respect their position and enjoy one another's company. Whereas you get what we would call the religious thinking, or I'm not saying abolish religion, but I'm saying the kind of thinking that polarizes a human being's thought process and doesn't allow them to listen to another human being's point of view out of fear. There was a guy I used to listen to in the 60s. His name was Thomas Merton, and he was a Catholic monk. Well, he wasn't Catholic, but he was in the Catholic like construct of reality, and he wrote a lot of books on the Eastern and Western understanding of spirituality. And he had friends in the Eastern world in the time of the 60s. And he wrote a lot of books about how what Eastern understanding of spirituality and the Western understanding of spirituality could come together. And he wasn't afraid of their beliefs, or if they were a Buddhist, or if they were not a Catholic or not a Christian, or, and had conversations with the Dalai Lama. And I don't know, it just seems like that world has somehow gotten lost in our time here, and I think it's sad. I think it was the 60s was, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but it seems like there was a spiritual revolution then. And the 80s was the crescendo of, all of it. And the 90s was the height of it. And then the collapse happened between 2000 and 2012.
See, I see it different, David. I think we're going through the decades again. I think we're
resetting it all.
Yeah, I think we're at the 60s now. Right now.
We're back there.
Yeah, we're back there. I think we are. I think we have. You see my streams on like cycles and stuff. We're cycling through, and I think we're around the 60s or the 70s right now. I don't think we're at the 80s and 90s yet, especially in society. You're talking about people, segregating themselves and into groups and stuff like that. Whereas the 60s ended segregation, right? So
the 90s, we didn't give a rip. It didn't matter. Like, we didn't care if what your color, we didn't even think about it. I mean, people had their cultures, people had their ways of being and their identities in their culture, but like, we didn't care. Like, we weren't like, man, you black, I'm white. Like, we joked around with each other.
Yes. I do want to get
laughed about it. We laughed about that shit.
You're right. We did. I want to get back on topic, David. I have a video I'm going to show. We're talking about paranormal stuff.
Right on.
Just let me get it up on the screen.
Speaking of paranormal, did you get that with the Trent dude?
I haven't really. I checked my emails a little bit, but I haven't watched anything today. I've been busy.
Cool.
But I will watch it. I watch everything.
It's a short one. I mean, but it's a pretty good one. I like that dude and his perspective. But they have some legit things on some of their, like, there's It's legit. Pretty legit. Some weird crap happened. Put it that way.
All right, let's check out. This is the compilation. I want to get this done because my battery's running low and I'm going to have to switch devices in a minute. So let's just get through this video. Okay?
Cool.
Focused and aware that something else in the room seems determined to interrupt her.
No.
Oh, and I only want to say one more thing, Si. Wow, that was weird.
What, David?
A friend of mine might be calling, so I might drop off and get back on, but I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
We're done.
All right, what do you guys think of that one?
It was interesting that chair moving like it was. I mean, we can't. Like you see her kind of turn, like, and then go back, like she's imagining, thinking she imagined things. Ugh, sorry, I mean yawning, y'all. But yeah,
And stuff flying off the desk and stuff.
something was trying to get her attention.
Crazy. Yeah, I agree. Something was trying to get her attention. Let's see. Sorry about the ads, people. But
that one looks pretty legit, Si.
Yeah, it did look pretty legit.
That's it. I format them,
really do think
upload them to Amazon, and
very-
collect royalties every month. No website.
I do think it looked legit. You look at that, it falls to the ground.
You see the shadow
Did
figure
y'all see?
behind there.
Yeah, I see it too. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. It pulled her right out too. It really pulled her out. Like it pulled the whole. This is why, and I like that it has different camera angle views. so you could see different angles of it. Let's just see what else happens to this poor woman.
At first, the security footage shows a movement so slight it's easy to ignore. A nearby chair shifts just a little. Harmless, forgettable. But then it slides farther than it should, before slowly easing back into position, almost as if it's being guided. When that fails to draw her attention, the activity escalates. A bottle resting on the table suddenly tips over and crashes to the floor. She looks up, visibly confused, scanning the room for an
All right. I'm going to have to, my device is on, battery need to be charged bad. So I'm going to switch devices. So I'm going to have to end the video, but I'll still be live streaming. Just give me a minute to get on the other device. What do you guys think? Like, honestly, there was so much there. There's so much that happened to this poor woman. And I would have been out of there. I would have been out of there as soon as the chair moved. Do you think she noticed the chair moved, or do you think she didn't notice it and she only noticed like the bottle?
I think she knows the chair, but she kind of blew it off. Like, I'm just imagining things, kind of thing. And the bottle really got her attention, and of course the chair. I was looking at it, the stuff in the background was kind of blowing and moving around, but I was kind of like it could be in that air vent right there. I know I used to have where I used to work. One of the plants actually had like vents right behind the computers and stuff and screen on the counter, so they could be making that stuff move. But then then you could see the shadow um, over the behind the chair, like which it's so clear. I wonder, makes you wonder if it's been faked or not because it's such a clear image of like a person behind the chair pulling that chair out of the way. But I don't know.
I agree with
Things.
you completely. I would have been out of there.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
have been, yeah. It would have been like, see you later, calling the boss, get the Ghostbusters in.
I'm working from home.
We're getting from home. We'll work from home. Just hold on 1 minute, guys. I gotta get on this. If anything interrupts, please come back on. But it's been good lately, so.
Two golden size. 1, 2. Ha ha.
Hey, Cy.
She had to swap. She's
Cy.
swapping her system around. She had to swap her thing around where one thing was dying, so she's switching home. I guess get on her computer.
Just tell her I'm gonna mute for a while. I'm on the phone with my dude, so I'm gonna stay on, but I'll stay muted, and I'll jump back on when I'm done. All right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Oh, so I'm taking over the show here. What up, everybody? David muted and Cy disappeared. What do y'all think in the chat? What do y'all think that was? Oh, I got speculations.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could hear you guys. You're like, I'm taking over the stream. But you guys couldn't hear me. So I want to make sure if I'm frogging at all, please let me know. I don't know why this does this, but when I'm on my headset, Sometimes StreamYard will stream it to the headset, and sometimes it will stream it to the phone instead. So it kind of sometimes goes between the two, and then I get this noise that sounds like a frog ribbiting throughout the whole sound. So if you hear that noise at all, just say, "Sorry, it's not hooked up to the headset," or you're frogging.
No problem. Yeah, sometimes mine swap it over, and I got a I forget what kind of damn camera. Oh, OBS bot camera. It's got its own microphone on there, which is I have it so I guess I got it so far away, but it's not a very good microphone. It works, but I wouldn't use it for like streaming or whatever it is. But every once in a while, that sucker switches over to that damn thing. Sounds terrible.
This is a trucker's headset. It's a Blue Parrot. So, like, my husband, he drives truck. So it's like we have a couple of these headsets, and I was like, I wonder if this would work for streaming instead of buying the whole microphone and save money and stuff like that. And it works pretty well. I've done a lot of streams with it, but it's just sometimes StreamYard wants to do its thing. StreamYard's a little finicky that way. So if you had that occur in an office, would you leave? Anybody in chat? If you're sitting there, chair moves, water bottle flies off the desk onto the floor, or was it a flashlight? Either way, that flies and something pulls you in your chair basically back from your desk. Would you stay or would you leave? I'm telling you, I would leave. That would be, I wonder if they have a sick day for that. Vacation day. How about you, Ricky? Did we lose Ricky? We might have. I don't know.
Oh, there we go. I forgot to unmute it. My headset died. I'm over here talking. I forgot it muted me when the headset died and swapped over to nothing.
That's
Over
all
here.
right. I do it all the time. All the time. When I'm on somebody else's stream or mine, I just wind up talking while it's muted.
Mm. Yeah, that was kind of freaky with like the pulling the chair and stuff, and like it was a bottle, like a tall water bottle or something. I don't know. Um, Things that make you go but like for sure that'd be a time to like telling your boss I got this laptop, I'm taking it home. Either I can work from home or I don't have to work here. Either way we want to go, however you want to do it, bud. Especially with it getting physical with her.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. When they get physical like that, it's time to get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's time. It's time to ghost bust them or something.
Speaking of that, I seen Dan Aykroyd is with Netflix is doing a new Ghostbusters cartoon.
Cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. You know, I saw. Did you see the last two Ghostbusters movies? They were pretty good.
Yeah, I like the. I don't think I've seen the last one. I've seen the one. I got it on. I don't think I did see the very last one, but I thought it was pretty cool. It had so many Easter eggs in it. It was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how many Easter eggs it was in there of nods to the original movies and stuff like that. It was pretty neat to kind of try to catch it and like, oh, there's another one. There's another one right there. Look at that. Kind of stuff. I enjoyed it. Um, And then the CGI Egon was kind of cool.
Yeah, the CGI Egon was really cool. It was like I give it up to them because I've watched a lot of the Ghostbusters movies since the original two. Like watched the ones with the females, and then they had. Go ahead.
Also, that was so terrible. It was just.
That was horrible, wasn't it? I was kind of upset with that one. I was really upset with that one.
They're trying too hard, you know. It's like it was. That was just that turn of time. Like, well, we gotta, you know, to prove a point, we gotta take every movie and put a girl leads in the whole thing just to prove a point. Like, leave Ghostbusters alone.
I don't think it made it much in the movie theater either.
No,
Like
no,
I think
terrible.
I think it went out the window kind of deal. But then they made another one before they made the last two, and that was horrible too. It wasn't until they realized they had to get back to the root of the movie. You know what I mean? With
Mm-hmm.
Egon and the grand. That's how you carry it on. They're doing the same thing with Scream. They did well after Scream. They killed basically almost all the original cast off in Scream.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever saw that. Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I figured you did, but I want to make sure. But then they made new ones, and they were killing off the original cast, all but the lead, Naomi Campbell's. What's her name?
Yeah, Naomi
Nev Campbell.
Campbell. Yeah.
Nev Campbell, yeah. Except for her part, they didn't kill off, but they killed off everybody else. Like they killed off Dewey, they killed off the reporter. They were just killing like all the original cast off, and it wasn't. They weren't that great. But now they did another reboot, which actually looks a lot better. I saw the trailer for it. Check out the trailer to Scream 7. I can't believe there's 7 of them, but there is. um, check out the trailer to Scream 7 because it actually looks pretty good. You know, Creek had told me about it about a couple months ago, and then it just came out on Amazon Prime, but you have to pay for it. But it's probably about $10 to rent it. But I looked at the trailer and I was like, yeah, I added it to my list of what I want to watch.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen the first one and stuff, but like after that, like when they start doing all the so many sequels and stuff.
Well, they did that with what? Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Nightmare on. How many Nightmare on Elm Streets were there? Like 13 or something? And I lost count of how many Halloweens. Like they had, you know.
I think they're about to make some more. Like they're out of. They don't have any ideas. The absolute movie theaters have no ideas. They're rebringing every type of TV show from the 80s and 90s back, in the 70s. Like they're rehashing everything. Like Murder She Wrote. They got a new one of those coming out. What was the other one? I was surprised.
They did another Matlock.
Yeah, they did do another Matlock. Damn near you name it, they've done it now.
But the reboots never last. Like the reboot of Will and Grace fell short quickly, and the reboot of Roseanne did the same thing. It wasn't on as long as the original Roseanne.
Well, that's because they canned Roseanne for tweets and stuff. They realized that's when they're cutting everybody out. But Roseanne Barr is always that was like terrible. But Roseanne Barr is. I never would have put it in my bingo card that there'd be a time when Roseanne Barr looked better than Madonna. But we are living in that moment.
We are. I saw Madonna I think she's got a movie out or something, and I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh my god, what did she do to herself?"
Yeah.
Like, she's not that, Papa don't preach Madonna anymore, She's not that one. Or, or the
She
like
got more
Virgin
plastic
Madonna.
like than a damn Barbie doll, hell in her now. Like it's like whoever I don't understand it, and so many actors and actresses, they've done that thing. Like, well, we got to do this and like look terrible. Like who is telling these people that oh, you look great, you look amazing, they need good friends that tell them straight up, like stop, you are ruining your face, you're ruining yourself. I mean, but most people are like, especially against people like that, get power or whatever and influence. They're like, well, we can't, tell them no or whatever. You can't tell them the truth. Uh, I don't know. I'm always gonna be. I will tell the truth. Like, look, yeah,
I think
slow
it's our
down, buddy.
generation.
Yeah,
I think
slow
it's
down, buddy.
the Gen X generation. We just tell it like it is. Like, you don't look good like that.
Absolutely. I get in trouble a lot for it. I was like, "Oh, why are you that?" I'm like, that's just me. I'm gonna be straight up and blunt sometimes, especially on certain items and certain things. I'm gonna let it. It is what it is. I'll try to make it nice and sugarcoat it, but yeah.
I try, but that's so awkward for me. Like, I come off awkward when I do that when I'm not authentic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, that looks great. Oh, you look wonderful, wonderful. It's just
Mhm.
wonderful. Like, I don't come off as, I look very awkward when I do that.
Yeah, they know you're full of it. Like, oh, she's not telling me the truth here.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
oh, okay.
My
That's
facial
great.
expressions will keep me in trouble. So hell, I only had to say nothing. Just look at him like, uh,
Yeah, mine too. Mine too. They get me in trouble. It's like you kind of wear your expressions on your sleeve type deal, you know.
mhm. No poker face. I can't play poker. It's
I
it's
can
not
play
happening.
poker. I just can't play like fake with fake people. Like I have to be. I can't fake it. I can't fake it to make it. I have to be true.
That's it. Especially as I gotten older and older I get, the more I'm like, F it. I'm just gonna be honest and let her rip and see what whatever happens happens.
You know,
Uh,
I used to say, once people reach, I would say like 70. Once people reach 70, they can say anything they want. Like they have earned that right. They have lived that life, been through hard times, survived it, and everything. They have the right. They can say whatever the hell they want. But I didn't think I'd be there in my 40s.
I don't know. I was for sure. How I told everybody, like where I used to work at and stuff. They, some days they kind of like me because I was honest with them, and then and other days they wish I wouldn't be. But I mean, I tell the president of the company and VPs or whatever, and straight up, like kind of look at me like, what? We had the company got bought out, and they said something about some questions. Like I said, well, I ain't scared to ask no questions. Yeah. Go ahead, Ricky. You got one. I'm like, yeah. I guess they had the new owner of the company was there. I'm like, no. I asked him some questions. Like, what are you gonna do with this? Like, he kind of looked at me. I'm like, I don't care who you are. We both put on our pants the same way, bud. We're gonna let me. I don't give a crap. And either you're gonna like me and keep me around, or I can go down the road and figure it out on my own, which I quit myself anyway. Not too long after that, and went doing my own thing for full time. So
I was like, I was a manager over 120 people. And my wording always got me into trouble. Because there's some that just, you had enough. You know what I mean? You're like, just do your damn job. That's all. I won't have to talk to you if you do your job. Just do your job. See how that works? I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone, kind of thing. But it was like some days I was really good and I could do that, you know, fake it till you make it kind of thing. But some days I just couldn't.
I couldn't. I had a guy lie on me one time, and I worked at an asphalt plant, and and he was like, "We get this mix change and stuff," and like, okay, and then he told one of the vice presidents that like I wouldn't put the mix change in, I wouldn't do this, and but we were already done running. We had already run all we're going to run, and I did right after that. I mean, I cleaned out. Only time I cranked back up, and um, how the vice president had called down there and stuff. And then I found out that what he had done, he come down there and I cussed him out. I got away from him because I was like, man, I'm gonna get close to him. I'm gonna touch him. I don't want to. I don't need to do that. I don't need. I'm. Gonna, and so I was like, I got as far as I could get away from him, but he kept on miles and miles, and I was like, I said a whole bunch of 4-letter words, and I was like, man, I was like, I know you're a liar, but I mean, come on, you don't have to lie. Everything come out of your mouth to be a damn lie. Come on, just give it a break, And hey, no, ha, nothing. You MF liar. Yeah, I went off, and one of the guy that worked under me, he kind of looked at me like eyes is big. He was like, I can't believe you just did that. I was like, I don't care. I'm told the truth. And I called his boss right away. Like, as soon as he walked out the door, I called his boss and I was like, you better get your boy. And he was like, huh? I said, you better get your boy. And he was, well, what do you mean? I was like, oh, and I told him what happened. I was like, I will hurt him. You do understand that? I was like, he lies on me again. And I find out I'm going to hurt him bad. And, and I, and he turned around and, later on that day we were running and stuff and everything. He texted me, y'all are doing a great job. Y'all did everything wonderful. This is great. I'm like, shut up, man. Don't kiss my ass. I showed my boss. I'm like, look at this shit right here. I was like, don't kiss my ass. Just don't lie on me. I'm good. I don't want nobody lying on me. If I'd make a mistake, hey, I did it. I'm gonna fess up to it. I'm good. But don't lie on me. This drove me crazy. Looks like we got somebody backstage.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I see the 4 people.
Yeah. Let me. Hello.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the show.
I think it's Michael. Michael Fontaine, is that you? If so, he's at work.
Oh. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
I'm loving my
Help
little
Jonas.
box there.
We love you.
I got a little mixer box thing here. I can add echo and do all kinds of fun stuff with it.
Do you hook that up to your mic or your computer?
I got it hooked up to my computer, and then my mics are plugged in the head. I got 2 mics. I got one. This one here I usually use for singing, and then I got the one that, when you see my live stream, you see the mic sitting in front of me. That's the one I podcast with, and but this one here is my karaoke mic. But I got them both hooked up all the time. I just turn the volume down on one or volume up.
I never, I don't have a mixer or anything. I use when I do karaoke and stuff like that, I just use my headset, but I use my computer to play the music in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I work between my phone and my computer when it comes to streaming. I'm either on one or the other. The computer, eh, like when I play videos and stuff, sometimes it takes a while to catch up, or it doesn't play, or the battery drains quickly when I'm running like
Yeah.
multiple tabs at the same time type thing. And StreamYard can get difficult on the battery, definitely. But I prefer live stream. If I could share stuff through the phone instead of just having to be on the computer to share, I would do it all on my phone. I
Yeah.
prefer it. It's a lot easier.
No, I
And
don't got
there's
that a bit. No,
and
I
there's
just got this. I didn't do it for a long time. Then I got a little small mixer, and then I just slowly upgraded. And I found this one, which it wasn't. Hell, I think I paid less for this one than the one I had. Um, and it's got all like I can adjust the bass and the treble and all that, and I can add extra boost and stuff. That was my thing. Like I know some people were like I'm. Sometimes I talk quiet, and everybody else would be kind of louder than me. So when I was talking quiet, it was just everybody was louder on the thing, and they're like, "Well, do something." Like I'm doing everything I can. Everything's jacked up to hell. All my computers jacked up all the way up, and then I found this here, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So this actually, I can actually boost it even more. Let's get a little 24 by there. Put a little more into it, but I know sometimes if I use it, it kind of hits some distortion or like uh, StreamYard stuff. I'll cut it out when I'm singing. When I get up to a certain point, it'll cut out. So I'll leave that off.
oh, okay. I know like when some of them have the echo cancellation off, it really does echo. Like there's a
Mhm.
lot of echo when somebody else talks. I was thinking about buying a mic, but I was like, I don't know where I would set it up because I kind of walk around when I'm streaming.
Yeah,
Like I'm never in one spot.
I understand.
I kind of go from here to there. It's like I'm like, okay, I'll go in the kitchen now. Okay, I'll go outside, smoke a cigarette. I'll go in the living room, whatever. Walk around the house.
Yeah, I
But
understand that. That's a cool thing, like having like I was doing before early tonight. Just
hmm
having the headset, it is kind of nice. I can get up but for mine, I always do with the video on and stuff. So it's just as easy had the mic. It's like my third mic. I think I've got second mic. I still got the other one. It's slowly as I've done it, I've upgraded. Got a little bit better one, a little bit better one. I guess in my next one, if I find me a deal on a shore or something, I might get one of them. But I mean, it sounds all right. It comes out cool. So everybody,
yeah, it sounds great actually.
yeah,
You kind of
somebody
like
complain.
sound like a radio radio person, like hello. You are listening to easy listening.
WRVR.
Be like, you're listening to Ricky 93.8. Like that.
I had people tell me for years, like, "Man, you need to do something. You need to do something." I was like, what are you talking about? For my voice or whatever. And I'm like, what are you telling me? Y'all crazy. That's always told them. And then I started doing this. Like I've had a bunch of people like, say silly shit about my voice, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess maybe maybe there's something to it.
No, you do like sound like a radio personality person. I'm like, okay. Like, all right. I was told that I have the voice that I could like do books on tape type voice because I'm very
Yeah.
calm
Yeah.
and I enunciate and everything. So they're like, oh yeah, you could do the voice on tape. And people sit and listen. I'm like, that requires me reading. I'm a math person, not so much a reading person. But
I had to
I've
be
read.
really into the book for me. My mom is like my mom was a librarian, so like she's super. And my brother, he can read a book in like a few hours, like a big book in a few hours, like knock it out and retain it.
That's
Um,
crazy.
he has a gift. He really does. But like he taught himself C plus plus. Like he taught him how to program himself. Like it's whatever. Fucking
No.
around. He taught himself C plus plus. Um, but yeah, I had to have a book. Like I'm really interested in stuff like that. I got a bunch of books. I got interested in books. I had to stop for a little bit. I was listening to podcasts and stuff and having people come on with they have a book and stuff, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm that sounds cool. I'm gonna buy that book, and like then I never never got up.
I just did that. I just did that. I asked for a book for Christmas, and I'm like, because it's from Senator John Kennedy. I think he's so funny. So I was wanted his book, wanted
That
his
man
book, wanted his
insane.
book. And so my husband bought me his book, and I'm like, I haven't touched it. I maybe got to the second page, and I just shut it. And I was like, I'm like, I will get through that book. I will. He is funny. It is a funny book, but I couldn't like. It's it's the fact I have to read it. When I was in high school, we did James A. Michener's The Source, which if anybody has read that or knows what it is, it's a book basically on archaeology and where religion comes from. And it's 1,033 pages.
Hmm.
And I looked at that book and I was like, no way. There's no way. There's no way. I looked at that book and I was like, no. Is there footnotes or something?
Where's the movie?
Where's the cheat? I don't think they ever made a movie
The-
out of that book. And as popular as it was for its time, I'm actually surprised with that because they made Texas and they made the movie Texas was from one of his books and stuff. But they
Mhm.
didn't make the source. But it's a long. When you look at that thing, and that thing is thick as hell. The thing is thick. It's just. And you're like, and I'm not talking about large print book either. It's a small print,
Yeah, I
and
understand.
it is thick. It is thick, and you're sitting there reading the first chapter. I started reading, and I kind of skipped over because it was very archaeological, like information. And I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need to know the depth and the this and the that and what tool they use. I said, I don't need to know that. Skip over that. But when I got into the second chapter, it got into the story. And once the storyline hit, it was kind of good. It was a really good book, actually. But
That's
I
cool.
never read a book that big before or
Yeah.
after.
Well, I did a book report when I was in school. Well, I didn't do a book report. I I got a D. That's what I did. But it was supposed to be it was supposed to be Huckleberry Finn, and of course I drug my feet and everything. I was bad about it, like, and then I'm smart enough I could make up like and just do stuff and keep my grades up or whatever. I could just do whatever, and then I let stuff get behind and I'd rush or something. But I turned around and I got way behind on it, and I was like, well, I ain't got time to read this damn book. So I went through there. Yeah, it was Huckleberry Finn. I went through there and did made up a story off each of the chapter titles. Of course, the chapter titles in that book is not, they're being silly, they're not. Um, and I went through there and made up a big thing on each title. And the teacher's like, he's like, I give you a D for being creative of using, but there's no doubt you did not read this book. And of course, my mom was mad as hell at me because I'm over here just butchering this book and saying crap that is completely not in the book, and how what you call was his friend and blah 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 and all this kind of stuff. It was, which is of course the opposite. It's everything was opposite. Whatever was on the title was the opposite that was true, and yeah, I got a D at least on it. I didn't fail.
You could not fake it till you made it.
Yeah, I tried.
Not on that book anyway.
Uh,
You could not fake it
I
till you
gave her
make it on
hell. I'm
that
talking
book.
all my whole life. I just gave her hell. That's all. The only way I can do it.
You were being creative.
I
you
was
were
being creative.
you're being
Uh,
creative.
yeah, I was being creative for sure.
I don't remember. I did book reports. I know I did book reports, but I don't remember at all what they were on or anything. I know I
That's the
did.
only one I remember.
I think I
That
did
just did.
one on when I was real young on Bernstein Bears, and that's how I know it changed when I found out that it changed in around 2015, 16. That's when I kind of realized, hey, it changed. Um, but like other than that one, I don't remember any any of them at all in book reports. But were you supposed to? I guess you kind of were supposed to remember, but I didn't. It's a no go. So
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. I know you had the entity that snapped the twig, right? And you were like, F that, walked away. Have you had any other scary ones that were either comparable to that one or worse?
I had one. I had one entity. He was trying to communicate with me, and I'm not sure to this day. And I think it was my ex's, like one that followed her around. I was connected to her, but for some reason he was trying to talk to me. And I remember I was sitting there in the room, and everything, like it was kind of like again, it's kind of like a movie because everything got real. Like the room got big, and it got cold in there. And all of a sudden, like it got ice cold in that room, and then like it really felt like the room expanded. But I guess it, of course, it didn't. But it just felt like the room got bigger, or whatever. And then there was this entity at the end of bed, and I'm like, nope, not today, buddy. And I I covered my head up with my blanket. I swear I was like a little kid. I was in my 20s, but I didn't care. I covered my head with my blanket, and I just like, nope, not today. And he hit the bed. I was like, like kind of like, damn it, I'm trying to talk to you. Well, the next day or 2 days later, I w- he came to me in my dreams, was talking to me and having a conversation with me, of course. And so we were going back and forth. And I remember, only thing I remember though is now is I remember I'm like, all right, what did you do to keep you from crossing over? And he got mad and yelled at me and left and poof, pow, and gone. And I never seen him again after that.
Wow, you really pissed him off.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was the accusation. Maybe not make accusations that they did something.
Like I'm even blunt to ghosts. Like I can't help it. I'm just cursed to be brutally honest, and especially I guess when I don't know in my sleep world, I guess, or whatever. I don't know it, but yeah, I'm even brutally honest to ghosts. Not sure what like what did you do, buddy? Hey, I said it nicely, but like still I guess he didn't like what I said, but.
Yeah, I don't think he appreciated that very much. I'm like, yeah, I don't think he appreciated that. But it was interesting that he was trying to contact you to the point that he went to you in your dream.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, there was some reason he was trying to get a hold of me, and I don't know if there's like something was going on with the kids or my ex or uh, what in the world what it was. But like I said, after that he disappeared. Like I guess forget about it. I'll try another way or something. Not with me, but he sure tried to have a conversation with me. And I remember him talk for a little bit, and yeah, it was different. Like 'cause I've had let's see where my phone here. I had a list. Let's see. I've gone on a bunch of different people's shows, And so I had a list of like, here we go. I think you heard the National Cemetery story where we had all the orbs. Have you heard that one?
I don't know, but let's say hi to Mike first. Hey, Mike, are you back on?
Yeah, my phone cut out.
I figured that. How's work going, dude?
It's good. Slow.
Good.
Working with a bunch of lazy people.
How's the grandbaby?
He's good. I haven't really seen him much. I've just got new pictures, so I was wondering if you got the picture yet.
No, I didn't. If I got a picture, I would send an email back.
All right. Yeah, 'cause I
So,
just wanted to double check, make sure I got the right address because I had to look for it again.
let me see. I'm gonna put it in chat for you. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
if I get
like,
something, I will respond, dude.
yeah.
So Ricky was telling us about his ghost stories with cemetery and orbs. This ought to be good. Go ahead, Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really,
What,
Go
Mike?
ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
just just really quick. You said you like being on the phone, but walking around a lot. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I walk around a lot.
Well, why don't you get a lav mic? They're like $6 on Amazon.
What's that? I don't know what it
The
is.
lavalier mic.
It's the small one clips to your like shirt, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, clips to your shirt. A lavalier mic.
Are they good? Or is that good? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
okay.
got some good ones.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I got one for like $6.
Oh wow. I'll have to check it out. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, you got earbuds or you got lavalier mic, and some of that stuff.
I got a set that I don't know what I did with it. It's laying around somewhere. I bought a set. You can plug it into your phone too, so you can use it. You can plug it like the bottom of your phone, whatever, and use that mic or use it on your phone.
Yeah, I think you can plug it in your computer too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have a hard time because I'm on Bluetooth, and I don't have a hard time with my phone unless like, the headset switches. StreamYard actually switches it on its own. I don't do anything. But StreamYard will go between the phone and the headset, and that's where I know you've heard it before, Mike, and I know you have too, Ricky. I think you just didn't realize you were hearing it, but it's like a frog or like a throw up sound or but that kind of thing. That's when it's
Yeah.
on my phone, but I'm on my headset. But all you have to do is tell me, and I can set the settings and the audio settings, reset them and stuff. But I can't hear it when it's doing it. So I have to rely on other people to tell me. You know what I mean? And when I do the headset with my computer, it does this thing where it will completely kill the sound after a while. Like the computer and the headset, even though they're compatible, they're not. Do you know what I mean?
Or you start sounding digitized.
Yeah, sometimes I do start sounding digitized when I'm on the computer and I have the headset hooked up to the computer. It just gets it's wonky, so I don't usually. That's another reason why I rather use my phone than use the computer.
Yeah.
But the only thing is I can't show videos. Now, if somebody wants to share a video, I can have them share it. I can do that, but I myself can't share a video on the phone. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Somebody else, if they want to share on the stream, I can allow them to, but I can't do it myself.
What kind of phone you got?
iPhone.
My son told me if you go up to the top right and you drop it down, it'll say share screen.
No, it has to do with with StreamYard.
Oh,
StreamYard
well,
doesn't allow it.
yeah, because
That's the hard. Like with StreamYard, there's a button on when you do it on the computer that allows me to share my other tabs, but on the phone version of it, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have that button.
yeah, because my iPhone, I have Safari, and I don't know how to get StreamYard on that. And I was like, I'd rather just stick with the Android for now, because I don't want to mess up Safari. you know,
No,
especially for
I can go through StreamYard on Safari.
yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I was just like, I don't want to mess it up. So if you have any tips, let me know how to get the Safari.
You just put in Safari, you put it google.com, and then it's just like you would use it on any other device.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very easy. You type in StreamYard. If you like, you obviously got up here, so you got through somehow, right? I think you got through Safari if you got on
No,
here,
no,
and that's
no. I'm on an Android right now. I was on
oh,
my
okay.
iPhone, and I went to the Android.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with the iPhone, you do the same thing. You would just click on the link
Okay.
and hit default browser, which is Safari. So you just hit the default browser, and it will bring you straight to the StreamYard. Very easy.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of iPhone, but I'm getting used to it. So, but other than that, it's kind of like new to me. And my son was like, "Here, you want this iPhone?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
I think I've had both, and I prefer both for different reasons. So I can't really
Exactly.
pick one.
Yeah,
I like
but
the
I'm not.
podcast on the iPhone, but you can download all the Google stuff on the iPhone. That's what I did. I downloaded Google Maps. I downloaded Google like Chrome,
Yeah, you
and
can download Chrome.
that way I can just keep doing using what I like to use anyway. Even though because I had to use it I had a work phone. It was an iPhone, so when I worked.
Yeah, it's
When
everything.
you were. I
Where
think.
where I work. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Mike. You can go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say where I work. They use WhatsApp.
Yeah, you can use that on your iPhone too. I have that for the iPhone.
But they use WhatsApp, and I was like, well, nobody told me to download it, so I'm not putting it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I
I
was
don't
like,
either. But you can use WhatsApp on the iPhone, and you can basically use almost anything. I can't think of an app. If anybody knows of an app you can't use on an iPhone, but I think I pretty much used everything on the iPhone that I use on the Android. The difference, I don't know if it's still the same because I haven't had an Android in a while, but the difference is for me, iPhone, you have to jump through so many hoops. Does anybody else feel like that? Like put in
yeah,
50 different passwords. You got to do this and you got to do that, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And they always want the update. Like I just updated my phone. Well, actually, it updated itself, but it was like 2 weeks ago, and already they're asking me if I accept the terms and conditions, and I keep declining it. And even though I decline it, it still updates anyway. So
yeah.
make that make sense.
That's why everybody got mad when YouTube decided to download everything to the iPhone.
I didn't know
That
about that. That I don't
was
know about.
like 10 years ago, I think. The YouTube, the band, they kept declining it on the iPhone, and they kept getting it. They got the entire album right on the iPhone, and they were like, "What are we doing with this?"
Oh, okay. Like I didn't know that. I had no idea. I'm so out of that.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
not
like
into like I'm so behind on that stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah, it was like 10 years ago. I think it was iPhone 5 or something. Downloaded the entire U2 album or something.
But I do want to mention though, since we kind of got on the topic of music a little bit, like, have you guys seen concert ticket prices?
Oh yeah,
Ricky, have you seen them?
I've heard some. Heard some people paying some stuff like uh, I ain't going to do.
$2,500.
Mm-hmm. I saw. All right. My favorite, my favorite singer ever. I guess it's my Elvis of my decade, George Strait. Right? Love me some George Strait. I wanted to see him in concert. I figured it'd be like maybe 400. Try like $1,000 for a really crappy seat.
Wow.
1,000. I was like, holy shit. And then I looked up other like I like Matt Rife. If you guys don't know him, he's a stand-up comedian. Um, his concert, his tickets to his shows, and he's not like a big celebrity like a George Strait type person, but he's well known on YouTube and stuff and TikTok and everything. But his tickets are like $300 a seat.
Yeah.
Now, my day and age, they were $30. My first concert was $30.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous what it is nowadays.
I was like, crap. Like I was genuinely like, what the hell? Because you can't do anything. Like everything costs too much to do any recreational stuff now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I was talking to
concerts.
my wife about that.
You were?
I was talking to my wife about that.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I told her. I said, I find it really disgusting. See, I live in Buffalo.
oh, you're in New York, right? Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, I live in Buffalo, and it's like the Buffalo Sabres are in the playoffs, and they're saying that the lowest ticket price was like $3.90. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
disgusting. Like when they first started, it was like not even $5. Like the Bills when they first started out, it was like maybe $5 to get in to go see them. Now they want like buku bucks. It's like, come on, really? I understand that you got season passes, but come on, nobody's gonna sit there and pay all that for just go see them.
I remember we went to go see the Philadelphia Phillies, and I was about 10 or 11, and the penthouse suite up at the top of the stadium was only $50.
Yeah. Now it's like 5,000.
Yeah, now it's like the five that like, well, that stadium's gone, but you know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
stuff that we could do recreationally has gone up so high that nobody can do it recreationally.
yeah. That's why most businesses and corporations always get the penthouse suites, because they can afford that. It's all tax write off to them.
Yeah, I agree.
So, they're like, oh, okay, well, 10 grand, here you go. Drop in a bucket. But yeah, I was talking to my wife about the ticket prices for like, I'm not a big hockey fan or, football fan, but I was just like, I don't get it. Why is everything like, even the Rolling Stones, their tickets are like outrageous.
Well, that's what I was talking about with the Matt Rife thing. It's like he's not like a superstar. He may be one day a big comedian because he's really funny, but he's not a superstar yet. So it's like,
Yeah,
why are his tickets like $300 a seat? That's crazy.
yeah. Well, maybe it's because he's got a tour bus.
I don't
Because
know.
everything's ridiculous price right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you know
agree.
the price of gas here is like $4.50.
450 up there. It's for I saw one today, 429, but there's one right next to it. And I kept saying this to my husband. I said if they would actually compete with each other, they would get more business.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of gas stations around here that there's two that are always next to each other, and they always run the same price. And I'm like, that's not competition. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what our
yeah,
economy runs on. Competition.
Well, a lot of them nowadays are owned by the same people. I know in a little town near me, there's two gas stations right across the street from them, and both of them owned by the same people.
yeah. I was driving into work today, and the diesel. I saw the price for diesel. It was $6.90.
Yeah, it's five something here.
I was
I got a,
like,
I got a 12 valve. I got parked. I crank it up every once in a while. That's it. That's about all I can do.
what happened to diesel? I thought it was supposed to be cheaper.
That's because of all the stuff they put in the diesel now, all the extras.
Yeah, I mean, you can make your own biodiesel. You can make your own fuel. There's no law against it. Hell, go to the store and buy some peanut oil. It'll run.
And the older ones for sure. You get a
I forgot. I forgot. People are allergic to peanuts nowadays, so I'm sorry.
you triggered somebody. I had a panic attack right there.
I'm sorry. I just totally forgot.
That is the best
No.
frying oil, though. If you want to deep fry something, peanut oil is the best frying oil.
Well, actually, the best fry that I found was kind of a mix. But you gotta use peanut oil. It's like one part, one part, one part. Um, the peanut oil, sesame seed oil. I love sesame seed oil because it has that burn to it, that taste. It just gives it that just original like taste, and then just what was the other one? Soybean and part canola or sunflower.
Sunflower oil.
Yeah.
Have you tried avocado oil?
Not really. I can't really find it around here.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good on cooking. And I bought me some. I bought some, uh, what beef tallow or whatever. I haven't cooked with it yet, but I've heard people using that. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And a touch of olive oil. You don't ever want to deep fry with olive oil because olive oil is not a deep frying oil.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can deep fry with it if you mix it with something.
Olive
That's
oil won't brown. It doesn't brown things right.
yeah.
Because
Like
it
soybean
doesn't.
oil.
Yeah. I never tried soybean oil. I've used vegetable oil, canola oil, but I prefer peanut oil. I think peanut oil is the best, honestly.
Yeah.
I haven't tried beef tallow, but when I was younger, we used to fry everything in bacon grease. I don't know if that's
Lard.
bacon
Yeah.
grease. I don't know if
I can
anybody else's grandma had a can of bacon grease on the counter, but mine sure did. So everything was cooked and fried and everything else in bacon grease.
I made popcorn in bacon grease.
How was it? Did it taste bacony?
Yeah, it was great. I figured I'd try it. It went great. Popped it like a what do you call it, kettle thing? On the stove.
Oh yeah, like the kettle pop, not the air popper,
Yeah,
but the kettle pop.
yeah. It was kind of like you shake the pan and it goes pop 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 pop. I've done that before. It came out great.
I'll have to try that sometime. Bacon grease with that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta have
interesting.
you gotta have the kernels, like Orville Redenbacher straight kernels. Just
Yeah,
put like a cup in there or something. Put the bacon grease in there, let it melt or whatever, and let it sit, and just shake it around and pop. That was like 12
we
years
used to
ago,
do.
though.
We used to do the. Well, they still sell that. I know. I've seen it in the stores where they sell the. Well, they sell both. They sell bacon grease in the store, the prepackaged bacon grease.
Do you filter it?
What?
Do you filter the bacon grease?
When I cook bacon, yeah.
Okay, because usually I just throw it in a bottle and then uh either warm it up or whatever, and then filter it, or this way it gets the chunks out, or whatever.
Yeah, get out any burnt bits out
Yeah.
and stuff, and you can strain it several times with cheesecloth and everything else. I'm making
Cool.
tomorrow. I'm making fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, I
So
would I just use a coffee filter for that.
yeah, I'll use just a strainer for the fruit roll-ups to get all the seeds out and everything. But I make a lot of things like from scratch.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about food the one day.
Yeah, homestead. I'm a kind of like a homesteader. I don't know if you call me a homesteader, but I'm like, do you do that kind of stuff, Ricky?
A little bit. I'm bad on like right now. I'm like my little tiny house I got. I'm completely remodeling everything. So the only thing like kitchen and bathroom I have right now is like a little camper. So I don't do a whole lot of cooking and stuff. But I'm trying to get to that point um, where I can do more. And um, I mean, saving like getting some of that. Like I've been going to Dollar Tree and I seen a guy talk about it the other day, and I said, "Man, that makes sense." Like, there's a Dollar Tree right by me, and like you can go to Dollar Tree and you can pick up a thing of beans and a thing of rice and some pasta for like $4.50 or whatever, less than $5. And if you do that every time you go by a Dollar Tree, hell, you can commit, put up some food pretty fast.
Yeah,
It don't cost a whole lot. So I've been doing that, and plus I got my totes, and my mom bought me a tote, a big tote, and had a bunch of stuff in it. And then I'm gonna put my stuff in there too. And go to Sam's and buy stuff when I can, and prepping and stuff. I guess with this new damn hollow virus, where the hell is coming out now? That'd be good. I have some extra food laying around, but hopefully they don't lock us down with some more bullshit.
Yeah,
that's what I do. Like, first of all, I heard that that comes from the Vietnam War. So they have to have a cure for it. If it was around during the Vietnam War, they have a cure for it. Um, like, and second, I heard it did not reach the United States. So we're okay. We're okay. They caught it before it reached the United States, which is good. Um, but they have to have a cure for it, number one, and because it is an older virus.
Oh yeah, it's nothing new. Have you seen the video from from the X-Files where they're talking about it? Hmm.
No, I haven't.
You hadn't seen that?
No.
Let's see.
Which one?
It's a video from the X-Files, and they're talking about that virus and stuff. And let's see, where did I?
If you want to bring it up, you can share it. I can allow you to share it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
What virus?
The was it? It begins with H.
Hintavirus or
The Hintavirus
is that
or
what it is? Shoot, I don't know. I'm
Havana virus or
tired.
something. It's something virus. H virus.
Yeah, it starts. Yeah, it does start with an H.
I think they were called a cruise ship. Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where. Like, I think the origin of it is South America.
Africa.
South America.
No, they said as South Africa.
Oh, South Africa is where from.
And it was a research ship, not a cruise ship.
Oh, it wasn't a cruise ship. Oh,
Nope.
Because they were
It was a
calling
research.
it. Oh.
Oh, no, saved it on there. All right. Yeah, I'll try to share it if you want me to share it real quick. Is that
Yeah, you can share.
Share screen.
All right. There you go, sir.
All right.
It's up there.
Cool.
You familiar with the hantavirus at your mother?
Yeah, it was a deadly virus spread by field mice in the southwestern United States several years ago.
According to the newspaper, FEMA was called out to manage an outbreak of the hantavirus. Are you familiar with what the Federal Emergency Management Agency's real power is? FEMA allows the White House to suspend constitutional government upon declaration of a national emergency. Think about that. What is an agency with such broad sweeping power doing managing a small viral outbreak in suburban Texas?
You're saying it wasn't such a small outbreak?
No. I'm saying it wasn't the hantavirus.
Well, what was it? What was it?
When we were young men in the military, your father and I were recruited for a project. They told us it was biological warfare, a virus.
What killed those men?
What killed them, I won't even write about. We have no context for what killed those men, or any appreciation of the scale at which it'll be unleashed in the future.
A plague?
A plague to end all plagues, Agent Mulder. A silent weapon for a quiet war. The systematic release of an indiscriminate organism for which the men who will bring it on still have no cure. Years. While the rest of the world have been fighting gooks and commies, these men have been secretly negotiating a planned Armageddon.
Negotiating with whom?
I think you know.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where's the conspiracy theory about it now?
Yeah, really.
When's that coming out next?
They already had a Simpsons episode I've seen, showing talking about it and everything. So the Simpsons did it again. They did have. I should have shared that. There is a tweet from 2022. I posted it on my Facebook and everything. 20. It says it was posted June. I can't even talk tonight. Damn. June 11th, 2022. It said 2023 Corona ended. 2026 hantavirus. Of course, it's 2026, and here we go. Coming up on hantavirus, which I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I posted on my Facebook. It's going to be interesting summer. We got alien invasion coming and disclosure and a plague, pandemic. So which one gets us first? The pandemic or the aliens? Or are they all together?
You got your
Plan aliens.
you got
Plan aliens.
You got your chaos card ready?
I don't think it's going to hit that level, to be honest with you. I think 2020 taught a lot of people stuff, and
It
I
did. There's still a lot of idiots out there that I've seen a lot of people, like people, even people I know like personally. And of course, a lot of it, some of you see on social media is like bots and stuff like that. But I know some of my friends, the people I know, like come on, y'all can't be this damn naive. Y'all seen
they
what
are
happened
though.
with, but they are, they really are. They, like come on, because I was raising hell about it back then, and I'm like. Which I didn't get no jab. I didn't stop doing what I wanted to do. I traveled the country and went to fights and did whatever the hell I wanted to do. And but they were like, "Oh my God, you're going to die." I'm like, "I'm healthier than all y'all combined. What are you talking about?" And I know so many people got sick and got hurt and lifelong injuries from getting jabby jabbed. Um, it's,
Yeah, I
but I'm
told my
not a
wife that.
doctor. This is
I
real
told my
new
wife.
to me.
What, Mike?
I told my wife that. I was like, I never got the shot, so I never got sick, and everybody else is getting sick.
I can tell you, I got the first shot, and then I had a reaction to it. It felt like, I don't know, something was wrong with my body after I got that shot. And I was like, yeah, I'm not liking this at all. And my husband had to get both for his job because he delivers to hospitals. And the hospitals would not allow the truck drivers to deliver unless they were vaccinated, which doesn't make any sense because the items
You're
that
out.
he delivers are in bags. So they're not like he's not having contact with the actual items. So why would he have to get vaccinated? And they're not only in bags, but they're in carts, and the carts weigh 500 pounds with the items in them. So he's not going through each item. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to get vaccinated.
Yeah, it's crazy. Luckily, luckily, my work, which one of the owners decided we weren't going to get everybody get vaccinated and stuff, and but they were sure like it's coming, and I remember I told my boss like, "Well, you're gonna have to get another crew here." He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "If y'all force it, this crew right here, all of us are leaving, guaranteed. Me and our operator and my loader operator, we're all gone." And we had the president of the company come in one day, and he's a big guy. He's 6'9", like 320 pounds, big old guy. And he come in, he was talking to us like, when y'all have your huddle up, you should be talking about vaccines. And I'm like, we do, but you don't want to hear what we got to say. And he kind of got quiet, and I seen that big giant dude just put his head down and walk out the door and leave me alone and say nothing else to me. He did apologize to us later, and he said it was we went too far, and it was we shouldn't have done what they shouldn't have done what they did and everything. But
Hello.
back again to your own stream.
What was
I've had that
that
happen before with
about?
mine before. I've had mine happen on mine before. My computer,
What'd you
especially with my
say?
computer. I've had that happen. I'll drop off my own stream before.
I've never had that happen to where it's like off my own stream.
Uh, My old
I've-
PC, I would cut off. It would just lock up, and I would just like poop, and so I'd have to reboot it and come back. And
It
luckily,
was
mine's
really
there.
weird. It was really weird because I was like, I could hear you talk still, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh wow, yeah, it was. It's like you were gone, like you'd gone. I didn't look at that how many people was in the chat, like studio, but that's crazy.
That is crazy. But I was saying, like, I don't really understand why my husband had to get the jab for work, but he had to. And we both came down with COVID in 2021. Yeah, I think it was 2021. And then I was better. I recovered faster, quicker, and it didn't affect me as bad as it affected him. And he had 2 shots, and I only had 1. So that's weird. Are you guys getting tired? We've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Woohoo!
I'm
Yeah,
wide awake.
I was gonna say I am going to have to cut out because I got to get up about 6 hours and do some side work tomorrow. So
Yeah, I'm wide awake.
All right, well, I can talk to you, Mike. Ricky, thank you for being on.
yeah,
I
no problem.
appreciate it so much.
Yeah,
Are you
thanks for having
on
me.
Sunday still
Yeah,
this week?
Sunday we have I have a special guest coming on this Sunday at 7. Yeah, 7. I'm tired. 7 Central Time Sunday night. We got David Glidden of Haunted. Oh, what is it? Doggone it! Let me make sure I won't butcher this. Let me look it up. Pull up my planner here. Let's see. Haunting History with David Glidden. Yeah, so
Ooh.
that's he. Like sometimes he just started his own podcast. He just started doing podcasts too. I seen he had a first episode the other day, but he doesn't ghost hunting and ghost hunting for a long, long time. So he's gonna come on and tell stories and should be a good one.
It
You
sounds
got
like
a
it.
you got a link to your page?
Yeah, if you can you post the link into the chat?
Yeah, I can post it in the chat. Yeah, Sunday we got our um, B is more paranormal, and then Wednesdays been more political. A little blending, a little blend of everything.
Okay. Yeah, go check out Ricky's channel. I like it. I stopped in. So I was on panel on Sunday and then stopped in Wednesday. I had fun.
The chat's always great. We always have a good time on the chat, and it's always fun. I try to keep it fun. Like even on a Wednesday night when we do political stuff, I try to end the show with cat videos and feel good videos, trying to balance out the chaos and so we have fun talking about anything and everything, and almost on a should be uh, almost on episode 100 on my talking with conspiracy. So we're gonna have a special about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever. 3 more Wednesdays we'll have. I think we're gonna try to have a special guest come on and have a big show for the hundredth show. So should be fun. But I
That's
appreciate you
good.
having me here, and Mike, I hope you go. I hope you check out the channel and hope you like it. Like I said, I do lots of shorts and random stuff on my shorts. I've been doing a lot. Most of the shorts lately been like coming off the shows, but I do like I got one in my book here. Like I should be doing. I like projects and stuff too, like government projects. So like I got Project Shad. I'm gonna be doing a short on that coming up.
Also, um, Ricky posted his link in the private chat, but I posted it in YouTube. So if anybody wants to get it, and please do me a favor. I know it's the end of the stream, but like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you can catch me. I am the queen of pop-up shows, and I'm probably even going to do one in the middle of the week sometime this upcoming week because I will not be doing one on Friday. next week. I'll be on the road. On the road again.
Sounds
Little
good.
bit of Willie.
What?
Little bit of Willie.
I'm gonna be traveling. We're gonna be traveling on the road next weekend, and the week after that, I'm going to be away. So it'll be 2 Fridays that I'm not doing a show. But I plan to do one at the middle of this week. Hopefully, I can do it. But I'll be packing up, and you know how it is when you go away, vacation stuff. But Ricky, I will see you. I'll be there Sunday.
Awesome. And
For yours.
David's in the background down in the
Yeah, he
basement.
was. Yeah, he's back. He was, and then he dropped down, and then he dropped up. Okay.
Hi again.
But yeah,
All right.
yeah. Look forward to seeing you Sunday. Like I said, it's gonna be a good one. I always enjoy watching how them. I've had a few times. I've had different ghost hunters come on the show and have them talk back and forth with James is always pretty cool. You know, it's always fun. So. But y'all have a good evening or a good morning or whatever it is wherever you are.
Good
You
day.
too, Ricky.
Yeah, good day.
All right, man.
Okay. Bye, Ricky. All right, guys. Mike, Dave, stay on. We can do some backstage in a few minutes. I'm going to shut down the stream. All right, everyone. Well, we stayed on topic today. Yay! For the most part.
Well, that's cool, side.
I know, right? That's a
That's a
miracle, and
first.
it's a first, really,
That's
Dave.
because me and Wolfie didn't come on and screw it all up.
I like having you guys on. But yeah, we actually stayed on topic. So if you missed the show, go back. We have some paranormal stuff going on and stuff like that. Showed a couple videos Kirst was on. I do thank everybody that came, checked everything out in chat. Hope to see you guys again later this week. And remember, we can always agree to disagree. No reason just to be weird about it and not talk to each other about it. We can agree to disagree. All right. Peace out. You guys want to say peace out?
Peace out. I am not a crook. Peace out.
All right. Have a good one. And check out that Mandela effect. Hopefully, I can get a video about the residue at the beginning of the show. Okay. Good night, everybody. And remember, you can always agree to disagree.
Good.